All right, all right, all right. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Kwam
Shalom,
Yashala to the
shalom.
nation of Israel, Congregation of the Mighty. We got
Shalom.
special guests from the 12 Gates Israelites.
Shalom.
Right. We also got special
Shalom.
guests coming in from the Awakened Israelites out of Spokane, Washington. So we come in here together in unity and solidarity to rebuke this wicked and evil manifestation of what they call a holiday known as Thanksgiving, man. Thanks killing, thanks slaughtering of the native Indians, the Gadites, the Reubenites, the Aztec, the Inca, the Maya. We're going to get into all that tonight. We're going to get into all that, and we're going to let the Most High move in the spirit so we can rebuke this evil holiday that was done against the nation of Israel. Specifically, tonight, we're going to be talking about the atrocities against the northern kingdom of the nation of Israel, man. Before we get started, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Hamashiach, Yahawashi. That's who the world ignorantly calls God, and Jesus Christ, black man from the tribe of Judah, 2,000 plus years after our Messiah walked this earth, man. So we'll go around the panel. Y'all brothers can introduce yourself. Yazab ben Yahweh, the Congregation of the Mighty. We down here in Durham, North Carolina, if you don't know. Rakar, you got the floor.
This is Brother Rakar, Congregation of the Mighty. I'm coming out of Burlington, North Carolina, not too far from Brother Yazab.
Brother Yakanan, 12 Gates Israelites, based out in Spokane, Washington. And we've got our elder as well. So just getting ready to bring out this word and shed some light on this wicked so-called holiday, you know. All praises.
I'm Brother Uriel Yasharala, 12 Gates Israelites, coming out of Spokane, Washington. Like Yakanan said, just ready to shed some light on this wicked and heathen custom that our people have been fooled by, and the wool been pulled over their eyes with. So yeah, let's just get it, fellas.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Khan.
Okay. Well, I'm Ariel. I've been doing this got into this truth it's been about 10 years since I've been in this truth. But I started going out here in Spokane, Washington, about 2018. And when I first started going out, it was quite a challenge because a lot of people, it just appeared that a lot of them had Stockholm syndrome out here. And it was just hard to get a lot of people to even listen because they were so conformed to the Sunday Christianity. So when I first started, it was just me and my son Isaiah. But then, as you can see, Uriel and Yakanan and his son Damari, they came out, and then we got Aviel. So it's starting to grow. Most High is bringing the increase as we decreased. So I just give all praises to the Most High, Yahweh Bashem and Mashiach, Yahawashi. And I hope everybody's hearing me okay, because there were some technical difficulties a little earlier.
Yeah, you good, King. You good. You good. We hear you loud and clear, King.
Oh,
I'm
Aviel from 12 Gates. Shalom, my brothers. I'm really just here just to listen, just to tune in my first time. So, all praises.
All praises, man. Let me give a special shout out to the King, Richard Moranis, man, powerful brother in the spirit, brother. Hold us down, man. All praises to the Most High for coming in, joining in the live, man. And if you watching, man, just make sure that you liking the video, man, subscribing. Want to keep the likes up so that we can continue the algorithm and this can get shared and this information and this knowledge can be brought out, amongst our people, man. So all praises to the Most High for all you brothers coming in, man, to bring out this mighty and powerful lesson, man, that is much needed, man. Our people is in the midst of a heavy spirit of coonery, shucking and jiving and biscuit eating and butter biscuiting and stepping and fetching and what else we got? Y'all know what I'm talking about. And that's what our people is in the midst of.
Sweet potato having.
Right, right.
Eating, collard green, juicy eating, all
right,
that.
Right, that Shirley Caesar spirit. They got everything on the
Greens,
farm. You
beans,
name
tomatoes,
it.
potatoes.
Right, that you name it spirit. Right. So we're gonna rebuke that too.
Hold
right?
on. I got a question.
No, go ahead, kid. Go ahead. You got
when did we start eating rams?
Right.
That's crazy.
She got chickens and turkeys and rabbits.
Lambs, rams, potatoes, you name it.
Right, you name it. Shirley got it. And we're gonna rebuke her wicked tail in that church too. You know what I'm saying? So
that's right. That's right.
For you brothers coming in, man. And yeah, man, let's jump right into it, man. Let's get the first scriptures, man. Let's get that Colossians chapter 3 and verse 17.
God. This is the book of Colossians, chapter 3, starting at verse 17. And whatsoever ye do in word or deed, do all in the name of Hamashiach Yahawashi, giving thanks to the Most High and the Father by him.
That's right. Everything we say, everything we do, we must give all praises, honor, and glory to Abanawa Yahweh by Shem Hamashiach Yahawashi. He's the one that allowed us to come together. He's the one that put it on our spirit to rebuke these wicked and pagan holidays, holidays, these things that was forced on our people in slavery through their paganness, their rituals and practices. And we're grateful that the Most High give us that wisdom to come up against this, right? Jump over to verse 23, King.
Gone. Verse 23. And whatsoever ye do, do it heartily, as to the Most High, and not unto men.
Do it heartily as unto the Most High, and not unto men. This is an open rebuke against a pagan, wicked holiday that has destroyed our people, continues to destroy our people. Got them celebrating, eating where the doo-doo is made out of the back of a damn pig. And they can't wait to get it. They're excited to get that, man. All over social media, I seen it, man. People can't wait. I got me a brand new bottle of hot sauce just for Big Mama's chitlins. Went and bought that. Oh, nah, brother. I got the smoke flavored one, brother. It got extra paprika in it, brother. No. That's wicked, man. And then you wonder why you got worms and headaches and high blood pressure and gout and strep and anything else that come with that bloated feet and all that. Because you go against the will of the Heavenly Father, man. And you are in a gluttonous spirit. A spirit of gluttony and immorality, and everything unclean tastes good to you. It's a delicacy to you. And our people love it that way, man. And we doing this for the Most High, man. We ain't doing this for men, right? Let's get that Isaiah 1 and 3. Let's get that Isaiah 1 and 3, because this is our people, man. This is our people right here.
Gone. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 1, starting in verse 3.
Mm-hmm.
The ox knoweth his owner,
right?
And the ass his master's crib.
Come on.
But Israel doth not know. My people doth not consider.
Right here. Go ahead.
Verse 4. Ah, sinful nation.
That what?
A sinful nation.
A sinful nation, man. Right? We want to do everything contrary to the Most High because we are a sinful people. Right? Go ahead.
A people laden with iniquity.
A people laden with iniquity. Oh, right now I'm going to celebrate Halloween. Oh, wait, Labor Day coming up. Oh, wait, hold up. We got to make sure we got that turkey and that ham for Thanksgiving. Oh, wait, put the gifts on layaway for the kids. Christmas coming. You understand that? Layer upon layer of these pagan holidays and wickedness that our people is going to be in these festive times. Why are we not in the midst of trying to get right for Hanukkah? Feast of dedication, right? Getting ready, getting the garments ready, getting the house ready, getting the menorah shined up for the Passover, right? Why our people are not in the midst of that? Because we don't know who our master is. We don't know where the crib at.
Yeah, we weren't taught right.
Right. What'd you say, King? What'd you say? Bring it out again.
We weren't taught right.
We weren't taught right. And you know why we weren't taught right? Because you got people like Shirley Caesar telling you to go get rams, lambs, hogs, and mogs.
Yeah.
That's why. You see what I'm saying? And the Most High said we are laden with iniquity. Come on, finish that out.
A seed of evildoers.
Right.
Children that are corrupters.
Children that are what?
Corrupters.
Go ahead.
They have forsaken the Most High.
Come on.
They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger.
Go ahead.
They are gone away backward.
They are gone away backwards. You're going backwards by going back to the food that you ate when you was a damn slave.
Mm-hmm.
You're setting yourself back. They gave you food that was the bottom of the bottom of the bottom. You're eating the guts of the nastiest, filthiest animal on earth. But it tastes good to you. I got that apple cider vinegar with the mothers in it. Right? You see that? You see how wicked that is, man? Because you hate your God. Our people hate the Most High, man. They hate the order and the instruction that he give them. And we've provoked the Most High unto anger because we continue to go away backwards, man. Continue to go away backwards, right? Give me that Hosea 4 and 6. It all links up. It all links up.
God, this is the book of Hosea chapter 4, verse 6.
Right?
My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
What the Most High said about his people?
They are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
Let me tell you something. If you're a so-called Hispanic, a native Indian, if you Taino, Boricua, Aztec, Inca, and you celebrating Thanksgiving today, read it again from the top.
Hosea chapter 4, verse 6.
Uh-huh.
My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
You are damn destroyed, man. You are damn destroyed. This Migos out here buying whole turkeys when you had the fat of the land as the Aztecs, man. You understand that? You had the whole fat of the land all the way from the central region of Mexico, Central America, all the way up to the damn Colorado Rockies. That was yours. But you want to celebrate you want to eat and partake in the festivities of the slaughter of your people, man. You are destroyed, man. And you love Jesus Cristo. Love Jesus Cristo.
Es Diablo.
Right. They love the gringo, right? But the Moreno trying to tell you who you are. No, we don't like the Moreno. We with the MS-13, we could kill them, the Moreno, right? With some damn a bag of chicharrones. Our people have lost their mind. And it bothers me because guess what? Our families are in the midst of this, man. We got family members that we try to come to as servants of the Most High, warn them, and they look at you like you're the bad guy because you're trying to save their life.
Yeah.
That is a total no understanding whatsoever that our people are destroyed, man. Right? Finish that out, that verse 4.
God.
That's till I get verse 6. So like it. Go ahead.
Because thou hast rejected knowledge.
What our people do?
Because thou hast rejected knowledge.
When your family come up against you, when you tell them to put the pork down in the ham sandwich.
Thou hast rejected knowledge.
Come on.
I will also reject thee.
When you come to the Most High because you damn got that heart disease and that high blood pressure, what the Most High say he gonna do?
I will also reject thee.
The Most High say he gonna reject you. Go ahead.
That thou shalt be no priest to me.
That you can't be a priest to the Most High. Right? Go ahead.
Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God.
When you forgot that Leviticus 11, right? You did what?
Forgotten the law of thy God.
You forgotten the law of the Most High God. Come on.
I will also forget thy children. And
now you understand why your children are destroyed, just like you are. Right? Hey, shout out to King Manatazar Apario, man, holding it down. Congregation of the Mighty down in Florida. Mighty work. Kentana, Shalom, King, all praises. And that brother
Shalom,
right there,
shalom.
that brother right there is Taino, man. That brother right there is Taino. Boricua, Taino, Puerto Rico, right? And he got to see his people. They want the chicharrones, right? It's the same thing, man. Skins and bacon and right, everything abominable. They're gonna have crawfish down in Louisiana and crab rolls and All kinds of stuff, man. Everything contrary to the Most High, man. Because they don't fear the Most High's judgment until the judgment is placed upon them. Right? Let's get that Baruch 4:1.
Hold up, King. Hold up, King. It's two
Go ahead.
verses I want to pull out of this. It's two verses I want to pull out of this. Well,
Come on with
actually, let's make it three. Let's make it three in a quick time span. Okay. Sorry to
Come
go
on
off.
with it.
Well, okay, verse 7. As they were increased, so they sinned against me. Therefore, will I change their glory into shame.
Hey, that's why your nephew running around here with his pants below his cheeks.
Mhm.
When we used to be kings. We used to be royalty. We used to have a higher mind state closer to the Most High. But because we forgot his laws, we don't want to do what he say. Now you look like damn slums, bums, and criminals. And that is the image that our people carry. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 8.
Mm-hmm.
They eat up the sin of my people.
What these nations do to us?
Eat up the sin of my people.
Hey man, they can't wait to keep you in the midst of sin. Right? So watch how evil this is. I'm gonna give you Halloween today to bring in the dead season, right? Then a couple weeks later, I'm gonna give you a celebration where we slaughtered your ancestors. Then after that, after we slaughtered your ancestors, we're gonna talk about your brothers from the Southern Kingdom, where we put them on the slave market and call it Black Friday. Right? Then after all of that, I'm gonna let your rent be due because I'm gonna tax the hell out of you on the 1st. Then I'm gonna let you bring in Christmas, right? And spend up all your money talking about the kids, but you don't know that was a child sacrifice holiday. And then watch this. After all that said and done, I'm gonna let you bring in the wrong New Year, party on the first, and be broke on the 1st when your rent is due again. When it's time for you to come up off my money.
Teach, y'all. Teach.
Our people are finished, man. And guess what? Guess what they say? I do it for the kids. When the Most High said, I will also forget thy children.
Mm.
Our people are simple as hell, man. And it's disgusting, yo. It's disgusting that our people don't even think like this, man. Right?
It's funny that you said that because I'm gonna go to verse 12. Check this out.
Right?
My people ask counsel at their stock,
Mm-hmm.
and their staff declareth unto them.
Watch this.
For the spirit of whoredoms hath caused them to err.
And what else?
And they have gone a whoring from under their power.
They have gone a whoring from under their power. That's what them fringes for. So you can look down and remember. So when you don't go a whoring, but nah, I don't want to wear that on my clothes. I ain't doing that. I don't want to keep them laws. Then you wonder why you damn destroyed for a lack of knowledge. I got family members been in the hospital this year. Can't put the pork down. About to die. Oh man, God saved me. No, he warned you. He warned you.
Con.
But guess what they eating right now? Guess what they eating right now?
That abomination.
That holiday ham, they asked God, they done prayed over and thank God done blessed.
Right. The booty noodles with 2 sides. The booty noodles with 2 sides and a cornbread roll. All slave food.
The vinegar dookie juice with it.
Right, with the vinaigrette. Yeah, that's our people, man. And it be your own family that hate the Most High. But guess what? They call themselves Christians. They be the first ones. I'm a Christian. I love Jesus. Be on church on Sunday.
And that's the problem.
What'd you say, King?
And that's the problem. They say they Christians and they don't know. That's the problem. It's a drug.
Hey, the Christian, we say it all the time. That Christian church is worse than crack. It is worse than crack. It is worse than heroin. It is worse than any addiction. Because it's an addiction that not only affects you mentally, it affects you spiritually.
Christianity is a hell of a drug, ain't it?
Right. And then when you try to tell them something, guess what? That addiction keep ringing in their head. Now I got to go back and get a hit. I got to go back to church on Sunday. They got Bible study. Let me get on the choir. All the while they defiling you and taking your money, and you don't know what the hell is going on. Still lost in the sauce, and pastor driving the Bentley right past where you might croak off at.
And you still stuck in the same situation and got the same problems and still can't find a way to get out of it because you too lazy to open up the book and read it.
Right. With no healing from pastor.
Yeah.
Pastor lay hands every Sunday. What'd you say, King?
I said it's just collecting dust on their mantles, that Bible. They won't pick it up. You said it. They won't read.
Won't read. Won't even take the time to just dust it off. Open it up. See what's going on with it. Now, they don't want that. They want to do the things contrary to the Most High. So we're going to jump into this, man. Y'all brothers got any precepts y'all want to bring out? There's something that was on your spirit that y'all want to bring out first?
I got one for you. Deuteronomy 32, start at verse 15 through 17.
Can you repeat that scripture one more time for the audience?
Deuteronomy 32, verse 15 through 17.
Con, you go ahead, bring it out, King.
Con. Deuteronomy 32, 15 through 17.
Bring it out.
But Yeshurun waxed fat and kicked. Thou art waxen fat. Thou art grown thick. Thou art covered with fatness. Then he forsook God, which made him, and lightly esteemed the rock of his salvation.
So I just want to elaborate on that a little bit, Yakanan, if I may, Akion. Can I elaborate on this? This is where it all started. When Moses gave us those laws, statutes, and commandments from the beginning, this is what happened. Our people didn't want to listen. Read on.
They provoked him to jealousy with strange gods. With abominations provoked they him to anger.
It all started when our forefathers transgressed against the Most High God. This is where our problems began. Read on.
They sacrificed unto devils, not to God, to gods whom they knew not.
And this is what they're doing even to this very hour. They into all kind of idolatry. This is what our people are doing now. They into pagan days. They into all this idolatry. And anything that you put above the Most High, that's your God. It could be women. I mean, it could be alcohol. It could be drugs, cars, anything people put above the Most High God, that becomes their God. And our people done got into this so heavy. This is why the Most High is punishing our people now.
Mm-hmm.
Was that it?
Con. I got a little more on verse 17. To new gods they came newly up, whom your fathers feared not.
But see, there's only one true God, and that's the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That's the only God. But they wanted to go and get into all these idol gods. This is what our people are still doing. They still doing this. I don't know why they can't seem to see this, because if they return back to the Most High, we getting out of this place. We're going to be out of this place. As soon as our people wake up, we got to get that 144,000 sealed, and it's over for this place.
Con.
I want to, and if I may, let me land me back off what you said, because what you said is heavy, man. A lot of something else I noticed about these pagan holidays, man, is it's not just the food and we doing it for the kids, but what else comes with that? When little Pookie and them showing up, they got the blunts, right? They got the munchies, right? Uncle and them they about to get drunk in the back on the porch, right? Big Mama and them in the front cooking chitlins, gossiping, right? Little sister over there, they're in there twerking in the living room. You see what I'm saying? So all that wickedness comes together and brews and manifests and we say, hey, we doing it for the family. We doing it for the kids. God brought all this together.
Yeah, and what I've noticed, brothers, is that with our, special holidays, they always center their holidays around that, and that's in the midst of that wickedness.
God trying to line up the timing of it, and you know what? Let me bring this out real quick, right? Let me bring this out real quick. This is a article that I got called the pagan origins of Thanksgiving. I want to just bring this out real quick. Listen to what it says. It says most of our modern holidays, like Christmas, and this is the lamb back right off what the brother just said. They time it around our high holy days, right? I'm gonna mute you, Aviel. Right, all praise. It says most of our modern holidays, right? Talking about the holiday, the pagan days, like Christmas and Easter, are a combination, watch this, of pagan and Christian traditions. Thanksgiving, on the other hand, does not have as much of a Christian influence. However, Thanksgiving is tied to not only one specific religion, its traditions are quite similar to a number of ancient pagan harvest celebrations. For example, in ancient Rome, now we know who the Romans was. They killed the Messiah. In ancient Rome, they celebrated the holiday of Cerealia, which honored the harvest of goddess of grain called Ceres.
That's right.
So Thanksgiving is a pagan combination of ancient feast days and of goddess worship. What did the brother just bring out in Deuteronomy 32? Serving other gods. You see that?
Con.
Go ahead. You ready? You want to bring something out? Go ahead.
And that goes with the Greek goddess too, that Demeter, worshiping the grain and the harvest as well, all the way back to Semiramis. All that stems with that. Rakal, will you give me Jeremiah 7 and 18 real quick? And Yakanan, will you pull up Jeremiah 44, 15? Because Yazah's right. This pagan holiday, so-called, it goes back to various gods and goddesses that these other nations were worshiping.
God, this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 7, verse 18.
God.
The children gather wood, and the fathers kindle the fire, and the women knead their dough. To make cakes to the queen of heaven.
To who?
To make cakes to the queen of heaven.
To the queen of heaven. That's dealing with that Ashtoreth, okay? And back to that Semiramis. These are the Babylonians, the Greeks, the Romans, like you all brought out. That's what this is stemming from, and our people don't know what they eating all this abominable food. Don't realize that they're actually worshiping these deities that these other nations have promoted throughout the history of the world. Come on.
God. And to pour out drink offerings unto other gods. That they may provoke me to anger.
You see that? And the Most High is displeased with this. He's not pleased with all these gatherings that are introduced in the world from pagan deities. He's not dealing with that. The Most High is very displeased with that. Yakanan, give me that Jeremiah 44. I'll start at verse 15.
Khan. Jeremiah chapter 44, starting at verse 15.
Khan.
Then all the men which knew that their wives had burned incense unto other gods, and all the women that stood by, a great multitude, even all the people that dwelt in the land of Egypt, in Pathros, answered Jeremiah, saying, As for the word that thou hast spoken unto us in the name of the Lord, we will not hearken unto thee.
You see that? They elected not to listen to the Most High God. And that's what our people are doing when they gather around that table, when they putting out that cranberry sauce, that dressing. They don't realize that they actually are ignoring the Most High God. They're refusing to hearken to him. Read.
But we will certainly do whatsoever thing goeth forth out of your own mouth to burn incense unto the Queen of Heaven.
That's
and
basically
to pour
that's basically the people saying they don't care what the Most High says. They say they're gonna do what they want to do. They're gonna worship what they want to worship. They're gonna eat what they want to worship, and they don't care. That's what the people saying. They're doing the same thing to this very day. Keep reading.
and to pour out drink offerings unto her, as we have done, we and our fathers, our kings and our princes, and the cities of Judah, and in the streets of Jerusalem. For then had we plenty of victuals, and were well, and saw no evil.
You see that? So they thought because things was going well for them that no evil was going to come upon them, that there was no consequences for their actions. Read.
But since we left off to burn incense to the Queen of Heaven, and to pour out drink offerings unto her, we have wanted all things.
See that? But the Most High, he ain't playing. Them consequences gonna come nonetheless. He gonna tear that butt up. You want to turn from him, he gonna turn his back on you and see what happens. That's what he's saying. You want to give him the middle finger, he gonna give you that back and see what happens. Keep reading.
And have been consumed by the sword and by the famine.
You see that? All these plagues, all these natural disasters, as they call them. No, the Most High is sitting in that as vengeance upon the wicked kingdom. Finish it out one more verse, King.
And when we burned incense to the Queen of Heaven and poured out drink offerings unto her, did we make her cakes to worship her, and poured out drink offerings unto her without our men.
You see that? And that's what the people are doing. Every time they gather around that long table with grandma, with grandpa, with Uncle Joe, you know, with cousin Keith and all them, they don't realize they pouring out these drink offerings, these meat offerings to these deities, these pagan gods and goddesses that the Most High is not pleased with. And that's why our people are suffering. That's why we are perishing as a people. That's why we in captivity. That's why we are dumbfounded and not awoke right now as a nation, because we are continuing to do the very things that the Most High is displeased with.
Bring it out. Bring it out.
Y'all got it.
I got a precept.
Go ahead. I want to, do your precept, man. But I got to bring this precept out. This lines up so perfect with what you brothers just brought out in that Jeremiah. But go ahead, Ricardo. I get it for you. Where you at, King?
Yes, I want you to break it down, okay?
Where you at?
Yeah, I was gonna grab that one, second one, but I'm gonna grab this one real quick. It's gonna be the book of Isaiah, chapter 1, starting at verse 13.
God.
It says, "Bring no more vain oblations."
Bring what?
No more vain oblations.
Hey man, the Most High don't care about your little good little feast and how you rubbed it down and how you put the cracked black pepper and you seasoned it with your elbow. The Most High don't care about none of that. Go ahead.
Incense is an abomination unto me.
See, you trying to keep the house smelling good, right? You want everybody to come over. Oh, your house nice. Oh, your linens look good. Oh, your furniture look clean. You got it smelling good in here. Right, go ahead.
The new moons, and Sabbaths.
Come on.
The calling of assemblies I cannot away.
What is Thanksgiving Day?
The calling of assemblies.
That Christmas Day?
Calling of assemblies.
That birthday party? Calling
of assemblies.
Come on.
I cannot away with.
Hey man, the Most High said I can't stand that. I don't even want to even have to think about it. This wicked act that you're doing against me, going after these other gods, thinking it's okay for you to eat the unclean thing. Right? Go ahead.
It is iniquity.
It is what?
Iniquity.
It is sin. It is wicked. It's off. Go ahead.
Even the solemn meeting.
Even the meeting, that private meeting, that scheduling. Hey man, y'all want to meet at my house? Hey, y'all bring it over, man. We'll set up the grill. We'll throw something on there, right? Everything that you're doing, even the setup, even the discussion of it is against the Most High, man. And he ain't dealing with that, man.
God.
The Most High is not dealing with that. He's
that's
not
right. That's right.
Of Big Mama's house, and she got the house smelling like chitlin juice. Pops out back with Uncle Ben and Uncle Keith and them drunk.
On that 87 octane.
on the octane, the white lightning. The Most High ain't
and they
dealing with
love
that,
to have it. And they love to have it so.
And they love it, man. They love it. And that's why I want to bring this out right here. They love that thing, man. Well, give me that Proverbs 28:4, King.
Okay, we're gonna right here. If you don't mind, can we go back? Because I was getting about.
You had some more. You had some more meat on that turkey leg.
Yeah, I had some more meat on that smoked turkey wing.
Oh, okay, all right. Go ahead, King.
It says, verse 14. Your new moons, your appointed feast, my soul hateth.
Your new moons. When we go off, them new moons that we corrupted, right? And those appointed feasts that we set up, the Most High say he what?
My soul hateth.
That means he hated to the core. He hate that from within. When the Most High say his soul hates, that's him saying I hate that from the core. Right? Come on.
They are a trouble unto me.
Man, you bothering the Most High. You are provoking him to anger by doing this. Right? Go ahead.
I am weary to bear them.
You see that? I am weary to bear them. He don't even want to see it, man. And he questioned them, why are you even in the midst of it? You see that? But our people don't care, man. Long as you got them a good, I'm gonna tell you something. All you need is this all you need for Negroes. This all you need for our people. And this for the Hispanics too. Gadites, this all you need. Get them a little drink, right? Get them one main entree of some slave meat. Get them 2 sides, a damn roll, right? Something to make them feel good, a blunt, a little line of coke or something, a little music, and Negroes will be rocked to sleep for 400 years.
Right.
Rock your own self to sleep. Now look how sad that is, man. We are lucky. We are blessed. I'm gonna say that we are blessed that the Most High woke us up from that, man.
Hey,
because now we ain't gonna act like we ain't never partaketh now.
Right.
You know, I was little Taquan in them at one time. You know, I'm pulling up with the, hey, come hit this in the back with me. Yeah. Mama, what's going on with them biscuits? They good? Yeah, that was me. Yeah. But the Most High had to show me I was going off, man. Then when you hear these scriptures, hey, man, I can't do that no more. Because I believe in the Most High. I believe in the Bible. We've been saying we Christians for 30, 40, 50 years. Then when we read it, it's telling us what to do. Nah, I ain't ready to quite take the Bible that far.
But you're supposed to be Christ-like. Christ kept the law. That's how to be Christ-like.
Right, that's right.
He damn sure ain't. Christ was out there in the back with the jumbo spoon, with a pot of crawdads.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? With the corn and the potatoes. Come on, what's going on?
We under grace.
Right, yeah. He said we under grace, so that means you can get the blue ribbon cut on the ham.
Yeah. That's what they say.
Yeah, that's what they say, right? And they
say we under grace.
They love it. They love it.
Hey, watch this. Let me, if I may, let me get that Ezekiel 44:23, and then after that, I want to touch on something real quick out of this book from James Adair, speaking about the Gadites and their original diet before the heathens came to this land. You muted,
You muted. God, this is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 44, starting in verse 23. You're muted.
Bring out that Proverbs 28:4 first. We'll get that from real quick.
God, this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 28, starting in verse 4.
Right.
They that forsake the law praise the wicked.
Read it again.
They that forsake the law praise the wicked.
Boy, grandma sure do make you sure do got it smelling good in here, big mama. Hey, that what?
They praise the wicked.
They praise the wicked. Hey, man, Unc know how to throw that white lightning together, man. Boy, you sure do know how to roll that blunt to make that thing burn slow. They praise the wicked like it's a compliment. Right? Go ahead.
But such as keep the law contend with them.
You see that? But such as keep the law, what we do?
Contend with them.
Hey, man, we contend with them. That's what I was bringing out earlier. You try to tell them what they going on. Now they want to beef with you because you trying to tell them something to save their life, man. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 5.
Come on.
Evil men understand not judgment.
What you say, Uriah, earlier? Read it again.
Verse 5. Evil men understand not judgment.
They don't know what's about to come on them. They don't fear the Most High, so they don't understand the judgment. We do, because the Most High brought us in a low estate for us to get this. He took everything. Hey, I'm going to tell you this. Them whoopings from the Most High, those don't feel good.
That's right. That's right.
No, they don't.
Those don't feel good. All right, go ahead. Watch this.
But they that seek the Most High understand all things.
They that seek the Most High understand all things. That's why we're able to go into these scriptures and pull this from all over. And look, this is just the opening. We ain't even got into the atrocities. We ain't showed you none of the pictures. The brother about to get into the books. I'm going to get into the Aztecs. We're going to get into the Taino, the Boricua, the Arawak. Let me show you. This was a massive plot to destroy our people, man. And as long as they can keep us in sin and our own people think that we're wrong for telling them the truth, they will continue to be in sin. They will be the 2/3, and the Most High is going to judge them because they don't understand it. That's what's going to happen, right? I just wanted to bring that precept out. King, you got the floor, Uriah.
All praises, all praises. Yeah, that's mighty, y'all. Yeah, let's grab that Ezekiel 44 and 23, Bob Kashab.
Bruh, this precept fit everything that he just said. You just hit it right there, nail on the head. Man, good gracious. You in the spirit, bruh. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 44, verse 23. And they shall teach my people the difference between holy and profane.
You see that? We got to understand what we are allowed to do and what we are not allowed to do. We got to teach the people what thus saith the Lord. He said the holy and the profane, the clean and the unclean thing. Read.
God. And cause them to discern between the unclean and the clean.
You see that? We got to teach the people to have that discernment when they put that slab of bacon on them green beans and that half a ham on that plate. No, we got to teach the brothers and sisters. That's going off. That's unclean. I wanted to touch on something just real quick though. Yakana, grab me that Sirach 15 and 13 before I show this book just real quick. Sirach 15 and verse 13, if you would.
Khan. Sirach chapter 15 and verse 13. And it reads, the Lord hateth all abomination, and they that fear Yah love it not.
Love it not. Those that fear the Most High, they ain't going to be getting down with these abominations. They ain't going to be getting down with Thanksgiving because that's celebrated to these deities, okay? They ain't going to be getting down with Thanksgiving because that bacon and that ham sandwiches on there. You ain't going to be celebrating Thanksgiving because you got all these brothers and sisters with no fringes, no beards. Half of them probably homosexuals at the table, don't even know it. You know what I mean? So we ain't supposed to be getting down with this thing. But I wanted to touch on our brothers and sisters, the Northern Kingdom, prior to Esau coming to America, the Gadites, okay, specifically in North America, they didn't have a diet that was accustomed to a lot of these abominable foods. So I just want to touch on this book real quick. It's called The History, I don't know if y'all can see that, The History of the American Indians by James Adair. Okay, now a lot of brothers is getting familiar with this book, but for those that aren't familiar with it, get familiar with it, because this is an account from this man who lived in the 1700s, and he observed what the Native Americans so-called, their customs, their rituals, their diet, all that. And so this is a second witness to validate our brothers and sisters during that time. So I'm going to read from page 63, argument 7, and it says, like the Jews, the greatest part of the Southern Indians abstain from most things that are either in themselves or in the general apprehension of mankind, loathsome or unclean. Then we just read down Ezekiel 44 to teach the people between the holy and the profane, the clean and the unclean. Continuing on, it says, where we find a deviation from the general rule among any of them, it is a corruption, either owing to their intercourse with Europeans or having contracted an ill habit from necessities. They generally afflicts very vicious ideas to the eating of impure things. And all their prophets, priests, old warriors, and war chieftains, before they enter on the religious duties, and while they are engaged in them, observe the strictest abstinence in this point. Formerly, if any of them did eat in white people's houses, or even of what had been dressed there, while they were sanctifying themselves, it was deemed a dangerous sin of pollution. They wasn't getting down with this stuff until Esau came over here with all their abominations. They was eating that healthy venison. They was eating that healthy buffalo. They was eating them healthy calves, that goat, etc. They wasn't getting down with Miss Piggy and all that stuff. When Esau landed over here, our brothers and sisters started eating all that abomination, and that was observed in the 1700s. Just wanted to point that out real quick. Y'all got it.
Hey, that's beautiful right there, man, because the brother's bringing out history, and that's a perfect timing, right? Grab this real quick. Grab Micah chapter 2 and verse 1. Grab this real quick, man. I'm gonna show you something, because the brother said something that was heavy. He gave you the history. He gave you the archaeology. This was a planned thing. That's what Manifest Destiny was all about. Where's those Negroes at?
Yeah,
Where's
crafty
the
counsel.
Israelites at? And let's go get them, and let's make our destiny the greatest as we conquer them, just like the Egyptians did. They knew who they was taking, right? Bring me Micah chapter 2, verse 1.
Con, this is the book of Micah chapter 2, starting from the top.
And watch this. Grab me Psalms 35 and 19.
Con.
Go ahead, Rakab.
Woe to them that devise iniquity.
What the Most High say?
Woe to them that devise iniquity.
So they got to understand something. Something is coming to them too. The Most High said destruction to them that devise, right? They plan it. They plot it. They set it up. They set it in motion, right? That devise iniquity. Come on.
And work evil upon their beds.
They do what?
Work evil upon their beds.
That's what Manifest Destiny was all about. We gonna make this journey to this new land. Let me read 2nd Esdras and see where those Israelites are. I know if we conquer those Israelites, we'll be just like the Egyptians. Why you think you have the symbolism on your money and your currency? You're living in Babylon. This is all of our captivities all in one, but they had to think about it and plot this thing out. This wasn't just no overnight. Oh, we just ran into some Indians. We ran into some people that was over there that was brown, dark brown, and they went to war with us, and it's all good now. We're friends. You know what I'm saying? No, it didn't go down like that. It was a plan to find out those lost tribes of the nation of Israel, and how can we get them in our subjection? Right? Come on.
Con. When the morning is light, they practice it.
When they've been thinking about how they're going to destroy the children of Israel. When the morning is light, that means when the opportunity arises, what do?
They practice it.
They get it set. They set it off. They get it going. Right? Because they know the unclean things is what they brought over here to destroy us, like the brother read. They knew we didn't eat that swine. With swine comes diseases. With diseases comes other vermin and rats. A lot of our people got took out from the diseases prior to the actual attacking of physical warfare, hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah, the smallpox.
Right. Smallpox blankets. They had scurvy, yellow fever, typhoid, poison in the water. I'm gonna pull up some of this stuff later and show y'all these articles, man. This was a planned genocide against the nation of Israel, man. A planned mass murder against the nation of Israel. A true Holocaust, man. Right?
That's right. That's right.
Go ahead.
And they did a diligent search. They did a diligent search to do this, just like it says in Psalms. They searched this out.
Come. They did. Yeah, that's what I was saying. They didn't just, oh well, we're gonna just explore to see if the Earth is flat or round, which is what they teach you in school, right? I wish I had my map book. I got a map book that go all the way back to the 1300s, and it shows you within the map book. I forgot to get it. I might have to step off to grab it, but it shows you that they know we are brothers. They know we are brothers, and they know where we were. I got maps going back to the 1300s, 1400s, before Columbus came over here. When Amerigo Vespucci was running around, Leif Erikson, they knew who we were.
That's right. That's right.
The brother said they had to search it out, and they practiced it. They thought about this. How are we going to conquer these people? Right? Watch this. Finish that out, Rakar.
Gone, because it is in their power, is in the power of their hand.
It is what?
In the power of their hand.
It is in the power of their hand. And the Most High told us, and he warned us, I'm going to bring a nation against you from afar for not doing what I told you to do. And did it happen?
Gone.
That's like the Most High said it was going to happen. Just like he said it was going to happen. They're going to come on ships. They're going to come take your land. They're not going to care about the old, the young, the male, the female. They're going to enslave you, and they're going to put yokes of iron around your neck, and you're going to get there by ship. Just like he said it. Just like he said it. You see that?
I got a precept to go with what you bringing out, if I may.
Bring it up, King. Bring it up.
Deuteronomy 32, 18 to 21.
Deuteronomy 32, 18 through 21. And it reads, off the rock that begat thee, thou art unmindful, and hast forgotten God that formed thee. And when the Lord saw,
Shalakia, I just wanted to elaborate on it. This is what happened. See, they forgot about the law, statutes, and commandments that they had got from Moses on Mount Sinai and Horeb. He gave us that these were the warnings. And this is why it all started. Read on, Yakanan.
Verse 19. And when the Lord saw it, he abhorred them because of the provoking of his sons and of his daughters.
Read on.
And he said, I will hide my face from them. I will see what their end shall be. For Shalakia,
go ahead.
For they are a very froward generation, children in whom is no faith.
And this is what the problem was. Our people, they just wanted to be stiff-necked and hard-headed, like that Adam and stone, like Ezekiel talks about. And this is why this happened, and why they were able to do that manifest destiny. Because our people, they weren't able to do it without the Most High. The Most High allowed them to do this because of our people's disobedience. Read on.
They have moved me to jealousy with that which is not God. They have provoked me to anger with their vanities. and will move them to jealousy with those which are not a people.
And that's why, Shalakia, that's why Esau is in the position he's in now. Because that's that people that provoked us to jealousy. Because they are the weaker people. We the stronger ones. You can get that account in Genesis 25. The one is going to be stronger than the other. So they were never supposed to be on top of us. Read on.
I will provoke them to anger with a foolish nation.
And that's that foolish nation we under now. We under them now because of all of this. You got it. I just wanted to bring that out.
Con. Rakai, you want to grab that Leviticus 26 and verse 36, elaborating on what Ariel just brought out?
Con. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 26, at verse 36.
Con.
And upon them that are left alive of you, I will send a faintness into their hearts in the lands of their enemies.
Uh-huh.
And a sound of a shaken leaf shall chase them. And they shall flee as fleeing from a sword.
Uh-huh.
And they shall fall when none pursueth.
And this is how they took down the greatest people. This is how they conquered the greatest people to ever walk this earth, is because, like Ariel just brought out, we went off into sin. The Most High put that spirit on us and put a certain spirit on them. And then they took us down. We wasn't standing on the western shores of Africa with suitcases with our children saying, come get us. My nephew next. No, the Most High put that spirit of fear on us of a shaken leaf. So when they showed up with them cannons and musket guns, we didn't know what to do. So they took us down. That's how that happened, because of disobedience.
And they had the power of that sword. That was a blessing. Esau got that sword. That's his blessing.
And watch this right here. This perfectly lines up with that Micah 2:1. Grab that Psalms 35 and 19. Y'all, you still holding that?
Con.
Yeah, grab that Psalms 35 and 19. Watch this. Like the brother said, we won't stand in there with our suitcases packed in the Louis Vuitton like, hey, I got next. Here go my boarding pass, sir. Right? Bring this out, brother.
Psalms chapter 35 and verse 19.
Come on.
Let not them that are mine enemies wrongfully rejoice over me.
Oh yeah, they was happy to see us. They was like, hey, look, when they seen us, oh, that's some Israelites, man. Yeah, man, that's them. We ready. We got them. We know where they at now, right?
Yeah, 2-for-1 special.
They're not our friends, right? Go ahead.
Neither let them wink with the eye that hate me without a cause.
Neither let them wink with the eye that hate me without cause. The only reason they hate you is because you're the children of the Most High. That's it. Nothing else. It ain't about how dark or light you are. They don't care about that because we come in all shades. Are you an Israelite? Is your spirit contrary to mine?
That's right.
Israelite, hey, we're happy to see you. We're gonna be at peace with you. Everything's all good. Don't worry. Right? Finish that out, brother. Go ahead.
Con. You want verse 20?
Yep.
Con. For they speak not peace, but they devise. For they speak not peace.
They speak not peace. Go ahead.
But they devise deceitful matters against them.
But they do what?
Devise deceitful matters against them.
Go ahead.
That are quiet in the land.
You see that? They devise. They set it up. They plot this thing out. That's what an enemy does. The scriptures say never what? Trust thine enemy.
Thine enemy.
But our people say, yeah, man, let us be peace. We're going to show you how to grow corn. And we're gonna make sure that you survive the winter. And here's one of our handmade quilts with the fringes on it, and this will keep your newborn baby warm. But that's your enemy that the Most High told you to never trust.
That's right.
And by next winter, you'll be going down the Trail of Tears, and we'll see you on some reservation in the middle of Oklahoma some damn well. You see that? That's the stupidity of our people. We don't see the deceptive nature of the people who hate us. And they don't only hate you, they hate your God. They hate your God. The brother, you said something. I gotta touch this real quick because Uriel, you said something heavy. All these holidays, pagan holidays and traditions, all go back to those Hamitic nations under Nimrod and the original Babylonians. Let me point something out to you, right? The Most High destroyed all of their gods. The thing about that, the Most High God of the Hebrews, of the Israelites, destroyed all the Hamitic gods. They wiped out all their armies. And all the other nations follow a deity based off of their gods.
Yeah.
You see that? So it goes back to the worship of their gods. And the other nations would rather worship their gods than to worship the true God, the true power of the Israelite, because he's only dealing with us.
Come on.
So how can we keep these people destroyed and on the bottom so that we reign supreme and we can do what we want to do and not have to follow the will of the God of the Israelites? These Negroes, they got to go. These Negroes got to go.
Yeah.
Coons too.
You see that? Negroes, you got to go. That's how them Hamitic people looked at us, man. Think about it. The Philistines, the Girgashites, the Jebusites, the Tower of Babel, all that was destroyed. The Egyptians, those are all Hamites.
Yeah.
And they're all the brothers, nephews, cousins, and sons of Nimrod.
Teach, y'all, teach.
Right? That Christmas tree goes all the way back to Nimrod. Semiramis, Tammuz. Why you think they put you on the cross? That's Tammuz. That's Christian. That what would you say? The Mary, Mother of Heaven, the Queen Goddess of Heaven. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
But you got simple Negroes down here bowing down the damn white statues of so-called Mary. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
We are destroyed, man, because we want to do everything contrary, man. Right? I just wanted to bring that out, man, because it's heavy. I got some books that I'm gonna show y'all brothers, man. I got the actual book real quick called The Trail of Tears, man.
Come on.
No, y'all see that?
Come on.
Look at that. Look what they call it. Look at the mockery. Trail of Tears, Paths of Beauty.
God.
Oh, wow.
Who's the paths of beauty for? It ain't for us. Look at the Native Indians. Right? Shout out to my rib, man. She went and dug in the treasure trove, man. Grabbed some of my books out, man.
Oh, praises.
They know who we are.
When you get done with that, can somebody grab 2 Maccabees chapter 6 verse, and it's a lot of meat on there, so I'm gonna say verses 1 through 9.
Keep it open. Yeah, go ahead, King. I'm gonna grab a couple of these books up.
Yeah, go ahead. When you finish with yours, can somebody grab 2 Maccabees chapter 6 verse 1 through 9? That's the meat part right there.
Khan, you ready for that now?
No, Yazak can go ahead with his book.
Khan.
No, you go ahead, King. Go ahead, bring out your preset. I got a few of them over here. So it's all you.
Go ahead, Yakin.
Khan. This is 2 Maccabees chapter 6 verses 1 through 9. Not long after this, the king sent an old man of Athens to compel the Jews to depart from the laws of their fathers.
Hold on. Read that part one more time.
Not too long after this, the king sent an old man of Athens to compel the Jews to depart from the laws of their fathers. And not to live after the laws of God.
Do we see what's going on today?
Yep.
On the third Thursday of November, the 25th day of December, the first day of January, the 14th of February, the 12th of March, or whatever the date it is, the first second Sunday in April, and it goes on and on and on and on and on. Go ahead, sir.
Con, verse 2, and to pollute also the temple in Jerusalem, and to call it the temple of Juniper Olympus.
Call it the what?
Call it the temple of Juniper, Jupiter, temple of Jupiter Olympus.
That's a Greek god right there. Am I right, Uriel?
Con, that's facts. 100. That's facts.
Okay, so now they telling us not to follow the laws after our fathers and follow the laws of the Most High. Secondly, they're gonna name this after a Greek god. Continue.
Yep, con. And that in Garizim of Jupiter, the defender of strangers.
Didn't they worship him too?
Yep.
Guys that they did not know. Continue on.
Yeah, that's it. Right. As they did desire that dwell in the place.
Keep going.
The coming in of this mischief was sore and grievous to the people.
Hold up, stop right there. So you mean to tell me that it wasn't easy in the beginning for us to learn these customs? It was hard for us to do, because if we didn't learn them, then we were killed off. So in order for us to escape by and everything, we had to pick up on them. And it was a sore to us because we're not used to it. We already got accustomed to what we already been learning how to do, which is the heritage that the Most High given us, right? Continue.
That's right. Verse 4. For the temple was filled with riot and revelings by the Gentiles.
Here they come in to take over.
Who dallied with harlots and had to do with women within the circuit of the holy places. And besides that, brought in things that were not lawful.
Here come your holiday ham.
That extra glaze on it.
Exactly. Here come your butter pecan pies and all the honey bun cakes and all that.
Yep.
Go ahead, Ak.
The altar also was filled with profane things, which the law forbiddeth.
That's what we were talking about earlier. All the unclean things, the profane things that Brother Uriel brought it out. There we go. That's where it's coming in at. Keep reading, sir.
Neither was it lawful for a man to keep Sabbath days or ancient feasts.
Read that one more time.
Neither was it lawful for a man to keep Sabbath days or ancient feasts.
Okay, so we got the Feast of Unleavened Bread. We got the Passover. We got Hanukkah and everything, and the Feast of Purim and everything. So we had to substitute that for Thanksgiving, Christmas, Martin Luther King's birthday, Valentine's Day, and everything. Okay, so now we see where it's coming in at. Continue.
That's right. Or to profess himself at all to be a Jew.
As mentioned earlier, if they profess themselves to be a Jew and to follow after the Jew customs and the Jew heritage, they were killed for doing that, because they wanted all people, as Josiah said one time, they wanted all people to be the same. They want everybody to be just like everybody else. Continue on.
And in the day of the king's birth, every month they were brought by bitter constraint to eat of the sacrifices.
That's your birthday parties and your birthday gifts. Come on.
Yeah. And when the feast of Bacchus was kept, the Jews were compelled to go in procession to Bacchus carrying ivy. Moreover, there went out a decree to the neighbor cities of the heathen by the suggestion of the heathen.
Okay, so we can understand that we already in captivity at this point. Somebody already done come in and done took over right now, as they called it the Greeks. From what I'm understanding, am I right or am I wrong? If I'm wrong, Salakia. But if I'm understanding correctly, this is during the Greek captivity. Keep reading.
You on point, Ark. You on point.
By the suggestion of Ptolemy against the Jews, that they should observe the same fashions.
Hold up, stop right there. Observe the same fashions. You got football, you got basketball, you got baseball, you got soccer, you got track and field. That's a fashion. You got these clothes that women are wearing out here that are jeans, and you got skirts that men out here that saying they are men's skirts and can tote man bags with it, which is a pocketbook, a purse. That's a fashion. Keep reading, sir.
And be partakers of their sacrifices. And whoso would not conform themselves to the manners of the Gentiles should be put to death.
Right.
Then might a man have seen the present misery.
So out of all of that, we learn to adopt from that point on the adoption of sleeping on our feast days, the adoption of not keeping the laws, statutes, and the heritage that the Most High has given us. So we took that away, and we start leaning on these, as they said, the counsel of the stock. We start leaning on Esau and start picking up on his ways. Now we can't stop the holidays, because we scared that the family gonna say something about it, that they're gonna cut us off. It's traditional. We do it for the kids, and we do it to bring all the harmonious and love and strength together as family members and everything. But that's what the feast days were created for. You still haven't woke up, because you still sleep to this thing that was decreed right here, Second Maccabees, chapter 6, verse 9. You still sleep. Wake up, Israel. Wake up.
That's right. That's right.
You know.
That's right. Hey, that was perfect, because that it's the same enemy that's pushing the same agenda on us to this very day. You see, long as we pacified, they'll give us a little space. They'll give us that job, give us a little paycheck, a little bit of crumbs off the table. Long as we pledge allegiance into that flag, long as we going to Chuck E. Cheese and doing them birthdays with they people, okay? Long as we go into their stores and purchasing all that garbage to put in our house, having our children bowing down to these Christmas trees, okay? Eating these abominations, it's the same thing from the Greeks to the Romans to now. The same people doing it to us this very day. But you made a good point, because our family doing it, right? So watch this real quick. Give me the book of Jeremiah, chapter 10, real fast. Rakal, we get that? And then give me that had to come out. That had to come out.
I already know what you want.
Come on.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 10, starting from the top.
Come on.
Hear ye the word which the Most High speak unto you, O house of Israel. Verse 2. Thus saith the Most High, learn not the way of the heathen.
You see that? Now that's a warning right there. The Most High is telling us. He said, don't do what they're doing. I don't care how pleasant to the eyes it looks. I don't care how good it smells. What you ever think about it? Who cares? The Most High said, don't do it. Don't do it. Keep reading.
God. And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven.
You see that? Because that's what a lot of these pagan deities go back to, is people, these nations worshiping the sun and the moon and the stars, all this astrology. The Most High said, don't be dismayed. Don't be caught out there with the heathen being bamboozled by these astrologists, okay? These magicians doing all this wickedness, fooling the minds of our people. Keep reading.
God, for the heathen are dismayed at them.
Because they are amazed with this. They are amazed with foolery and vanity. Read.
Verse 3. For the customs of the people are vain.
What are they?
Vain.
You see that? The Most High said they are they're vain. They don't mean nothing. They're profitless. Okay. This is why we don't need to follow their customs, them birthdays, those anniversaries, those Easter, the baskets and the bunnies and the Thanksgiving hams and the Santa Clauses and all that stuff. Those customs are vain, period, point blank. The Most High said, don't do it. And then he gives us an example reading on. Come on.
God, for one cutteth a tree out of the forest.
You see that? Now he's going to give us the illustration of one of these pagan days. Keep reading.
The work of the hands of the workmen.
Read.
Verse 4. They deck it with silver and gold.
With what?
With silver and with gold.
Now, we all know what that's going into. Now, here it is. The Most High is painting the picture for us. He's saying, through the prophet Jeremiah, he's saying they cut the tree out of the forest with the axe. And then they deck it with silver and with gold. You see, our people always throughout the history of the world seem to be getting tripped up with that silver and that gold. So the Most High said, this is a custom of the heathen. Now, there's nothing wrong with silver and gold in itself, but this is going into idolatry. They decking this thing out with silver and with gold, just like with the golden calf. No different. No different. These same customs following through history throughout the ages of time. And our people have to wake up. Like Rakah said, wake up, Israel. Wake up, Yasharallah. Listen, we got to start to hearken. Keep reading.
They fasten it with nails and with hammers, that it move not.
You see that? That's plain as day. That's plain upon tables. Now, if you can't understand what this illustration is going into, I don't know what to tell you. This is clear as day talking about a Christmas tree, about idolatry. That's really what it's going into, is idols, going into idols. So the Lord said, the customs of the people are vain and don't follow the way of the heathen. That's it on that, Ox. We don't have to get next verse. That's it on that. Y'all got it.
Hey, fellas, let me just interject real quick. I gotta show y'all something, man. My reel pulled it up, man. I ain't seen this book in a while. So give me Micah. Go back to that Micah real quick and grab me Micah 2:2 real quick. Watch this, y'all. Now, I'm hoping that y'all can all see this. Can y'all see that? Y'all see that?
Look like a tree on my end.
It look like a what?
Look like a Christmas tree right there.
Now what it look like?
Menorah.
Look like a menorah, right?
Yeah.
Watch this right here. Give me Micah chapter 2, verse 2 real quick.
This is the book of Micah, chapter 2, verse 2.
Right.
And they covet fields.
And they do what?
Covet fields.
They covet fields. Watch this.
And take them by force.
And do what?
Take them by violence, Salakia. And houses. And take them away.
And take them away. Watch this.
So they oppress a man and his house.
They do what?
Oppress a man and his house. Even a man and his heritage.
Even a man and his heritage. Let me read this passage right here from this page that's got this menorah. This menorah is carved in stone along the Trail of Tears. This was the beginning entry point to them going from the Navajo Nation down to Oklahoma. They carved the menorah into the rock so they would know this is where they prayed at before they left. They left their land. This is still there today, right? Carved in the rocks. Watch this right here. This is Trail of Tears, Paths of Beauty, page 115, right? So if you want to go look this up, you got a reference point. It said, at the head of the columns is Kit Carson. Kit Carson is a so-called white man. The man known to many Navajos as rope thrower. Watch this. For his legendary skills with a lasso. He is about to tighten his noose about their nation. Right? And it says, Carson's men and the soldiers who will follow them over the next year will lay Denata to waste, burning homes and fields of corn and wheat, destroying stores of food, girdling peach trees, and watch this, killing more Navajos by starvation than with bullets. His Ute Indian scouts look forward to taking many Navajos captive and selling them as slaves to Mexicans, which is the Spaniards at this time. Because remember, Hernan Cortez had already conquered Montezuma. Hernan Cortez already had the Aztecs in slavery. And he was going to sell his Navajo neighbors and brothers into slavery. You can't tell me that the so-called Hispanic and Native Indian are not the Israelites and don't match these curses.
Wake them up, Ark.
This is profound. And look, that's just one source. Let me show y'all brothers another source. Look at this right here. They know who you were. This map, look at this map book. Y'all see this? Maps of North America, the unveiling of the continent, right? It's got North, Central, South America, all that, right? Watch this map. Look who's on this map. Y'all might not be able to see it. Look how big this is. They know what's going on now. And this is dated from 1596. I'm hoping y'all can see this. Y'all see that? It's got the 4 men who conquered the Western Hemisphere. Y'all see that?
Yep.
So, on this one right here, we got Amerigo Vespucci, Francisco Dillard, Hernan Cortez, and Christopher Columbus. On a map dated back to 1596.
Wow.
They know who you are. They know where to come get you from. So how did these devils have the map of the so-called New World and knew exactly where to come get you? Because that's not the whole earth. This is North America. Look, North America, Mexico, South America. This is not the whole earth. And they got the 4 major players: Amerigo Vespucci, Hernan Cortez, Francisco Dillard, and then they got Christopher Columbus. The French, the British, the Spaniards, and the Portuguese, with a splash of the Dutch.
Hey, that's them right there.
Right. And these are the people, and look how long ago they knew this. This is after that. Right? There's more. Watch this right here. We're gonna get into it today. We're gonna show y'all some stuff. Right? We're gonna show y'all some stuff. They knew exactly who they was coming to get. They knew who was over here. There's no mistaking it. And this thing go all the way back. Right? Matter of fact, let me find this next one. I gotta show this for y'all. Bring me that Micah 2:2 one more time, King. The book is so large.
God. This is the book of Micah, man. Chapter 2, verse 2.
Uh-huh.
And they covet fields.
And they did what?
Covet fields.
So they just seen the whole Western Hemisphere. They coveted that, man. Right, go ahead.
And take them by violence.
They did what?
Take them by violence.
They take them by violence. Now watch this right here. This is a 1775 map of the British and French dominions of North America. Who do y'all see right there?
That's our people.
Gadites.
And what color are they?
Black.
Yeah, they dark.
See that? You can see North Carolina, can't you?
North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Florida, Tennessee.
Uh-huh.
All the southern states, Virginia. Basically, the 13 colonies down in the South.
But they knew who you was. They knew who you was.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? That's one. I'm gonna show you that they knew the Northern Kingdom was our brothers.
That's right.
And look, they did it so crazy. They knew that we were on the west coast of Africa, and they knew that our brothers was on the islands in the Caribbean, Hispaniola, Puerto Rico, right? the Arawak, the Taino, the Cherokee Nation, the Sioux, all the way up into Canada. They knew exactly where to go. It was not a mistake. It was all by design to get these Negroes and these Hispanics to fall under the authority of the so-called white man. And that's what it came down to, man.
That's right.
That's what it comes down to. To be utterly oppressed. All right? And he said they covered fields. Now watch this right here. I'm hoping that y'all can really see this one. All right, Malik the Ambassador. The name of this book is Maps of North America, Unveiling the Continent. This right here, it's hard to see. I'm going to do my best, right? Do y'all see the different crests and family crowns? Y'all see those? Those are the different nations of power in Europe.
Gone.
You see that? And each one had a specific territory that they were going to go conquer. What is that in the middle right there? What is that big crown right there in the middle? That's the west coast of Africa, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
Look in South America. What's that? That would be your Portuguese, your Dutch, right? Trying to get it right. Because it's so big. Salaki.
Yeah, right? They came together with crafty counsel.
Right? Get that Psalms 83. Right?
Come on.
So they knew. And this book is just so huge, man. And look how thick it is. All these are maps. And guess what? Got it for free.
All praises to the Most High.
Got it for free. All praises to the Most High, man.
Come on.
Right? Bring me that Psalms 83, brother.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 83, starting at verse 3.
Mm-hmm.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
They did what?
Taking crafty counsel against thy people.
They taken crafty counsel against thy people. Come on.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
Uh-huh.
Verse 4. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation.
Let us cut them off from being a nation.
That the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
The name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. And what is the number one thing that they did? Give me that book with the chart. They had a process, y'all, of how they were going to divide us and conquer us and give us an image of God that we never knew. Grab that in Genesis. I mean, not Genesis. Grab that in Deuteronomy. Serve other gods. I want to say that's around like Deuteronomy 50, 63, 64, something like that.
64.
Right. Watch this right here.
Go ahead,
This is another book I got. It's called The Great West. All right. The Great West, American Heritage History. Watch this right here. The number one thing that they gave us was what? To keep us destroyed. What is the number one thing that they gave us?
White Jesus.
Read that scripture in Deuteronomy. Watch this, y'all.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 64.
Come on.
And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, from the one end of the earth even unto the other.
Now, we just seen a map that had our people all over, right? And these other nations knew what was going on, right? Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
There thou shalt serve other gods.
There shall what?
There thou shalt serve other gods.
There thou shalt serve other gods. Go ahead.
Which neither thou nor thy fathers have known.
Neither thou or thy fathers have known. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Even wood and stone.
Now, is that a curse in the book of Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter?
That's right.
That is a curse, right? Watch this, y'all. This is a chart that them pilgrims, so-called pilgrims, came over here from the early 1700s. Look at that. What chart do you see? They conquered you, gave you a story to lead you to who? Who did they try to lead you to?
White Jesus.
You see that? This is planned out. This is in the look what it's in a book about Native Indians.
Wow.
They brought you this. These people, the missionary, her.
That's
People
right.
like that. Him, the scout, the Navajo scout. Him. Did that to your people, and guess what? That is a curse. That's why we say the Bible is biblical archaeology. It proves who we are. Look at this right here. Look at this Native Indian right there. Y'all see that, brother? Look at that brother right there. This brother right here is a Nukta Indian, 1778. That boy got cornrows.
God.
You see what I'm saying? But they don't want to tell you that. And then you got our people that want to celebrate and love these pagan holidays.
Come on.
God.
I just wanted to touch a little history. I got some more, but I just wanted to touch a little history. Y'all got the floor.
I got a precept for you on that you said.
Come on, King.
It's going to be 1 Maccabees chapter 3, verse 48.
1 Mac 3:48.
Yes, sir. It says, and laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images.
Read it again.
1 Maccabees chapter 3, verse 48.
Right?
And laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images.
The heathen sought to paint the likeness of their image. And what did I just show you, brothers, man? What did we just show the people? They
their images.
Right. They had a whole plan. Well, let me show you about the creation story. Let me show you about the what we did. And eventually we want you to bow down to this white image of Jesus.
Con. Hey, Yazal, watch this, Doc. So the brother that you just showed, I'm pretty sure. Well, it sounded like you said this tribe. Now you know them native tribal names could get a little tongue twisting sometimes. But it's interesting because that's just in the spirit. Because in this book called "The 10 Tribes of Israel," I don't know if y'all can see that.
I got that book, brother. That's the one.
All praises.
That's the one.
So on page 228, talking about the Ganut Hooten, is that what you said? That brother's tribe was that you just showed?
Nootka Indian, 1778.
Spelled, yep, that's around the same time. Spelled, what does it start with a G?
No, Nootka. But I mean, it could still be a G. Depending on who's interpreting it.
Yes, it's similar. The name sounds similar. So, well, this tribe right here. So this is one of the massacres that Esau put on one of our brothers. You know, one of the tribes that was here in North America. It says. The history, this is page 228 in the book of the 10 tribes of Israel. It says the history of the massacre of 96 Christian Indians at Naden Hooten,
I know exactly
Ohio.
What you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about. I saw that earlier.
Con.
I just had that. I know exactly what you're talking about, brother.
Naden Hooten.
What you're talking about. Yeah, it starts with a G.
Con.
Yeah.
The G might be silent. It might be silent.
Naden Hooten Indians up in Pennsylvania, 1782.
That's right.
There we go.
They forced that religion, that white Jesus on our people. And as a result, look at our brothers started observing this. And look what they did. It says true history of the massacre of 96 Christian Indians at Naden Hooten, Ohio, March 8, 1782. Alas, for treachery, the boasting white men came with weapons of destruction, the sword of lurid flame, and while the poor defenseless ones together bowed in prayer, unpitying, they smote them while kneeling, meeking there. They killed these brothers while they was praying to the very deity, that white Jesus that they told them to observe. That's that crafty foolery, that trickery. They converted our brothers to observe that heathen custom, that heathen religion. And while they was praying to this man, that Sejabo, okay, They slaughtered these brothers. This is just one day. This is just one day this happened as they were kneeling in prayer. So I just wanted to bring that out because I thought that was the same tribe that you had mentioned. But yeah, it's a lot on that. But yeah, that goes with it though, because you know, our people submitting to the will of these religions, thinking that they crying out to a God, but it's to a God that cannot save them. Right. You see that illustrated right here. You see these heathens cut our brothers off in the midst of prayer to their deity.
Wow. And killed them in the midst of the prayer.
Yep, that's right.
The damn devil the Bible speak of.
That's right.
The devil the Bible speak of. And I wanna bring, while we right here on these massacres, man. There's nothing y'all can see why I highlighted it in blue, right? Y'all can see that? It says on March 8th, 1782, just to let me back right off what the brother Uriah was saying. The militiamen murdered the group of some 90 Indians they had rounded up, watch this, including adults and children. Adults and children. Right? They don't regard the person of the young or the old, man. They don't care. You're their enemy, right? At least one boy managed to escape to tell the story. One boy escaped to tell the story, man. That's wicked.
And this is just one of hundreds of massacres.
Yeah, one of hundreds. It's crazy. It's crazy. I got one in here I was looking at earlier talking about the genocide of indigenous, right? It says, this is from an article, this is on Wikipedia, but it's got a layout of several hundred genocides that happened of indigenous people in the Americas, right? This right here is crazy. Watch the stats I give y'all. This is gonna blow your mind right here. In this article, it says when the original people came from Europe, there were over 140 million native Indians here. By the time of 1865, that population had dwindled down to less than 5 million, slaughtering over 97% of all indigenous native people to this land.
Yeah.
That is the Holocaust. That is
Yeah.
the Holocaust. There you go. There you go.
That's documented history too.
Documented history. You go from 130 to 140 native Indians, million, okay?
Yeah.
And in less than 200 years, right? 1619, 1819. So let's say less than, right under 250 years, 260 years. You wipe out 97% of all those people. Yeah. And they think, and this is the part that's disgusting. You have a celebration of that, and you think you're gonna get away with it, man.
Hey, Yazar. Last time I checked, there's no statute of limitations on murder.
None.
That's right.
So what's going on with our brothers being assassinated?
Right.
You see that?
What's going on there? That's the hypocrisy.
God.
That's the hypocrisy. The other side of the Christianity coin is the hypocrisy. Right. See, the brother, you said something heavy, and I'm gonna just let me back off this. I'm gonna give y'all back the floor. If I kill you and then try to say thou shalt not kill, I steal from you and make charges that say thou shalt not steal. Right? Thou shalt not commit conspiracy, but then I make conspiracy and crafty counsel against you. So after I've committed the crime, took the power and the construct, now I then write laws contrary to my actions of how I got in power. Welcome to America.
That's right. That's right.
Welcome to America.
I got a precept on that, Art.
All right, y'all got the floor.
Yeah, I just got a quick precept on what our brothers just put out there. You know, this is out of the book of Zechariah, chapter 11 and verse 5, and it says, "Whose
Go ahead,
possessor?"
King.
God,
Go
yeah,
ahead.
yeah,
That's
yeah. You
already
know,
up in the speak. That's already in the chat.
all praise. Okay, God. Well, all praise. You know, just felt like I had to speak up on it again because I mean, you know, the brother brought it out, and that was like one of the most prevalent scriptures that popped to mind. But you know, whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty, and they that sell them say, "Blessed be Lord, for I am rich," and their own shepherds pity them not. You see, so it's like, just like the brother was saying, you know, like they not only put forth that crafty counsel, but they put forth these you know, unlawful decrees. You know, yeah. Zechariah 11:5. Yep, I see it now. Con brothers in the spirit on that. Con, all praise to the Most High. So that's just the truth. You know, the Lord didn't miss a beat, just as my brother Uriel always say. You know, he didn't miss one beat, and it's right there in plain sight for us to see. So just like we keep yelling out, you know, Yasharala, wake up. You know what I mean? Because all of this is literally propagated against us. You know, so we got to get into these scriptures, actually read about these crafty counsels, and understand the only way out is to just come back to the laws, statutes, and commandments, and the Lord will be our shield. You know, so.
That's right. That's right.
I got a precept.
Con.
I'm a Katana. Shout out to Katana. I'm gonna grab this Judges chapter 10, but he says verse 14, but I'm gonna go above it to verse 13. I'm gonna start at 13.
Con.
It says, "Yet ye have forsaken me and served other gods. Wherefore I will deliver you no more." Verse 14, "Go and cry unto the gods which ye have chosen. Let them." This he got balls, I'm telling you. Verse 14, "Go and cry unto the other gods which ye have chosen. Let them deliver you in the time of your tribulation."
Yeah.
That's it. And you know what, man? That's the Most High laughing at your calamity.
Yep.
That's the Most High laughing at your calamity. Oh, word. Oh, okay. So you gonna still eat the booty noodles, huh? Now I'm gonna let you get a tapeworm.
Yeah.
See that?
Yeah.
Or I'm gonna let you get a hookworm. Or I'm gonna let that be unclean and uncooked well enough. So now you got a parasite that you can't get rid of. Now you got high blood pressure. Now you got to take metformin or the diabetes off the chain. Now you need insulin because you developed it. Because guess what? You like the unclean things. That is your God. That you got to read that again. Read that verse 14 again, man.
Verse 14, Judges chapter 10. "Go and cry unto the gods which ye have chosen. Let them deliver you in the time of your tribulation."
Now watch what our people say. Keep going.
Verse 15, "And the children of Israel said unto the Most High, We have sinned. Do thou unto us whatsoever seemeth good unto thee. Deliver us only, we pray thee, this day."
Oh God, we'll do whatever you say. We're sorry, Lord. You see that?
God, if you get me out of this, I promise you, I'll start serving you.
Right there. If you just save me this time, won't you just do what you're supposed to do in the first place, so there ain't no need for the Most High to have to do that.
That's right. That's right.
Why not just do it in the first place and be obedient? That's the hard part, right? Now, oh Lord, you know that's what you hear. You know that's what you hear. Oh Lord, I just want you to come down, and I promise I'll make sure I never do it again. The devil made look. The devil made me do it. Ariel, you said that when you was a kid to your mama when you was about to get a whooping, didn't you? I know I said it to mine.
No,
the devil made me do it.
My parents, no, they let us know. They let us know it wasn't about no red person with a pitchfork with horns. They let us know. Right. They was letting us know that wasn't the devil. They knew who it was. They was letting us know back then who it was.
Right.
They did let us know. They knew because they went through a lot of that oppression back then. Our parents.
Yeah. And they was wiser. They was wiser back then.
Yeah. I mean, they told us, they were letting us do Christmas, but they was like, ain't no Santa Claus bringing in these presents. Ain't no Santa, but we were raised in that church, Church of God in Christ. Mm-hmm. That's how I was, raised in that Pentecostal church. So, we thought that's what it was then. But as I started to read the Bible myself, I knew we was being lied to. Right. I figured it out.
Mm-hmm. That's right. That's right.
We was all taught the wrong way. That's the thing, because that's how they were taught. Because that was passed on through slavery. So this is how we got brought up. But now, the Lord then revealed it to us. So I thank the Most High. Now this, the truth is being revealed.
The truth is now being revealed. And you know what? All of this coincides because he said he was going to seal it up. He said he was going to seal it up. And
that's right.
It won't time, but now is the time. That's why you got brothers out here doing these open rebukes, man. Doing these things against society, pulling their card. I'm gonna tell you something. The truth hurts, man. That's why they censor us. That's why they don't want us to talk the way we talk. That's why they don't want to bring out the evidence. That's why some of these books that brothers got, they cost a lot of money because they don't want that information to come out. And they going up. They going up. So now,
the one you got with the maps is probably what, $1,000 book.
Man,
that one with the map.
At least, because I can't find it nowhere else. And that book right there, I got it for free. And guess where I got it from?
Where you get that?
From an old Catholic Bible bookstore that they was giving away.
Oh, all praises. That's how the Most High wanted you to have that. See, that's all things.
I went to the thrift store. Right? They got and it's a Catholic church that run it. You know what I'm saying? So they got this section where it's just books, all books and all kinds of stuff. I got a Tyndale Bible back here, the 1500 Bible before the 1611. Here right now, the brother Rakar seen that junk. In that that Bishop's Bible, the one that hold on. Let me show y'all something real quick.
Bruh, the verses, them some heavy bars right there. They could not even fathom if they had that Bible today out here and we was actually reading from that Bible. Them verses, them got some heavy bars in them. They got heavy bars in them. Goodness. But before he come back, let me grab this precept real quick. It's going to be Romans chapter 1, verse 25. Yakinen, grab that real quick.
Romans chapter 1, verse 25.
Uh-huh.
All right, and it reads, who changed the truth of God into a lie and worship and serve the creature more than the creator, who is blessed forever. Amen.
Amen. Who changed the truth of God into a lie? Esau.
That's right.
We're gonna go ahead and put the name with it. We're gonna go ahead and put the name with it. And worship and serve the creature more than the creator. Worship and serve their gods, their feast days, their way of doing things, their way of living and everything. Yep. In Jeremiah, it told you, learn not the way of the heathen. Don't learn not the way of the heathen. Do me one favor. Go down to verse 28.
Romans chapter 1 and verse 28. And even as they did not like to retain God in their knowledge, God gave
right
them.
there. Stop right there.
Stop.
Even though they did not like to retain the Most High in their knowledge, because they want to do it for tradition purposes. They all want to stay together. They think that the Most High sanctified it, blessed it, and they actually can continue to do it. Keep reading it.
Right.
God gave them over to a reprobate mind.
He gave him over to what?
A reprobate mind.
Reprobate mind means if you keep doing something and you know it's wrong, but you continuously doing it thinking it's right, you in a reprobate state, meaning you just can't conform, or you don't want to know nothing different. You don't want to accept the truth when the truth is being presented to you. You know what I'm saying? Keep reading.
To do those things which are not convenient.
Here we go. Do I really need to keep saying it? Christmas, Thanksgiving, Halloween, President's Day, birthdays, anything like that. That's basically things are not convenient for you, because he really don't take no honor in none of this stuff. He already gave you what he wanted you to have. He gave you 48 or 52 Sabbaths plus some feasts and high holy days. And some of these days it lasts about 1 day, 7 days, 8 days of straight partying. Come on now. The only people that like to party like that is the 12 tribes. And as far as I know, I got Issachar that live next door to me, and on the side of it, they party all night long.
Issachar get it in
all the way to the weekend.
Right.
You know, they bring out them tubas and them trombones there. They be getting it.
And they got their music going. They got their tequila out there. They got their food out there. They doing it in. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, they know that that's their customs. That's their traditions and everything. You know what I'm saying? Why is it that the rest of Israel, or as my brother Uriel said, why the rest of Yasharallah don't know their part, their job, what they supposed to be doing? Yazah, back to you, King.
Yeah, man, I was trying to find it, man. I've been moving around, so I ain't even gonna pull it out at the moment, man. I tried to find it, but I ain't wanna jump out too long. I did want to touch on another book real quick to show y'all some things, man. All right, so this is a book from 1590. It's called, y'all know that's what we came, 1619. That's what we came in, right? The first report. So this is before then. So what I'm getting at is, when we say that crafty council, it was a scouting procedure. They came over here. Did they love picking and choosing? Now the land is good here. It's a little warmer here. We can grow this there. We got these people who live in here. And I want y'all to really look at something, right? Right here in the back, you see Indians dancing, so-called Native Indians dancing. But what's on their clothes, man?
Ooh. I have to argue that those are fringes.
Fringes.
I'll say fringes with a border blue, sir.
Right.
That's right.
So when we wear these out in the street,
that's right.
We're wearing the exact same things that our ancestors wore.
That's right.
And if you consider yourself a so-called Negro, guess what? A lot of the so-called black people in America, so-called Negroes, African American, you descend or go back to Gadites or even Reubenites. A lot of us do. We think that we're just Judah, but a lot of us go back to the so-called Gadites, and a lot of Hispanics go back to the Aztecs or some of the Navajo tribes that were dark skinned. I just showed you the map where those people were dark-skinned Indians. But and this
that's right. That was Shalakia. But that was the black Indians they called them the black Indians.
Right. And then watch this right here. Y'all know how the literature is in the 1611, right? So it's got that old English. Look how they wrote about us.
Archaic.
Yeah, look how they wrote about us. What is that? You see that? Old English.
That's right.
You see that? They knew who you were.
They've always known.
Yeah. They had the harvest of the field. Look at that. They knew what was going on. Our women, when they came on their different cycles and things like that, they got put away. They were practicing our customs here, observing those things, man. Right? And they knew who we were. And they say, you know what, man, we gotta put them under. So it all goes back to why is our people celebrating these pagan holidays, man? Why? At the end of the day, it has to get to a point where you can't just say you're doing it for the kid or you doing it to bring the family together. We done already rebuked and chopped that up.
Right.
We done already rebuked and chopped that up. The Most High don't care about that. The Most High is about what you want to do. I got another book, and we're gonna get into this tomorrow, right? Because this all ties in. Tomorrow is so-called Black Friday. Look at this right here, y'all. Y'all see that? The Encyclopedia of Religion in the South. Look how thick this book is, y'all. This right here got it all in here. And look at some of the sources. Southern University, University of North Carolina, Georgia State University, Florida State, Macon Press, Mercy University. You got HBCUs in here. It talks about Jews in the South, Black Jews, converts. But I ain't gonna jump ahead of it. That's for tomorrow. Tomorrow we're gonna get into some of that about you so-called blacks want to celebrate that damn spend all your money Friday, and you was the one that was getting the money spent on. Right? Celebrating these holidays. So watch this right here. Get Jeremiah 49:9. I don't think nobody hit that Jeremiah 49:9 yet, right? Grab this right quick. Jeremiah 49:9.
God. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 49, starting at verse 9.
Right.
If great gatherers come to thee, would they not leave some gleaning grapes?
See that? Would they not leave some grapes? Hey, man, you know, he's going to take a couple, but it's going to be some grapes left. Right, go ahead.
If thieves by night, they will destroy till they have enough.
Right, go ahead.
Verse 10. But I have made Esau bare.
He did what?
Made Esau bare.
Hey, man, Esau coming to take everything. He's gonna take the grape. He's gonna take the vine attached to the grape. He's gonna take the sticks holding up the vine. He's gonna take the damn dirt and bag it up for topsoil. He's gonna kill the dog on the way out. Shoot your cat on the way in. Try to rape your wife. Burn your house down. Then try to come back and put you into slavery to work the same field that he just stole all your grapes and dirt from.
God.
You got to understand who you're dealing with, man. They seen the abundance. And I know how beautiful it is over there in the Northwest where y'all brothers at. America, this land has some of the most beautiful scenes in the world. Right here. In its natural state. You take like the mountains, right? In North Carolina, the Appalachian Mountains, or go out to the Colorado Rockies, right? You get to go down and see the desert of Texas and New Mexico, Arizona, right? You get to see that plush forest land of the North Pacific Northwest, where you brothers are. You get to see that bright green, sunny palm trees down in Florida, right? That nice pastry, what is that? That prairie land in the Midwest where you could grow grain and corn and all that. Man, they seen all that. They was like, oh, we got to have that. Hey, well, look, we got to get a piece of that. And then let me tell you something. When Christopher Columbus came over here on the island of Hispaniola, let me see that book over there. On the island of Hispaniola, when they pulled up, I'm saying like in the car, when they got boats, right? The natives of that land, the Taino Indians, their children were playing with diamonds and stones, throwing them at each other. Diamonds like this big. That started the whole Pirates of the Caribbean. They're still looking for treasure. They had so much treasure that whole cargo ships were sinking to the bottom. That's how much wealth they had. You really got to think about that. And they throw it right in your face. Because who was all the pirates? It won't us. It damn sure won't our people.
Wake them up.
It was the so-called white man coming over from Europe. They were the
rejects.
They were the rejects who didn't get chartered by the crown. Christopher Columbus was chartered by the Spanish crown. Hernan Cortez was chartered by the Spanish crown. You understand that? Magellan, right? All these explorers and conquerors and conquistadors, they were chartered with authority, stamped, signed, and approved by the crown.
Pizarro, Alvarado, all them boys.
All them, right? Hey, you have permission to go rape, rob, murder, and kill these people. Just make sure you bring us some of the gold back. But what about the people who did not get chartered? They became your pirates. And a pirate simply means a person that robs by sea.
But see, Christ, he left it everything documented. That's why he said, the thief cometh not, but for to steal, kill, and destroy.
That's right.
He knew this was going to happen to us.
Right.
He left the record for us.
Right. And look, Christ always gave us the warning. The men of the Lord always gave us the warning. And what did Israel say? Nah, ain't nothing really going to happen. Noah, we ain't trying to hear that until it started raining. Well, Christ, man, you telling us to flee to the mountains until the Romans started daggone shooting catapults and start putting you up on them crosses, starving you out. Oh, now, we sorry, Lord. Moses, don't let the serpents bite us no more, Moses.
Right.
That's our people, man. And the Most High still gives us mercy. But what are we doing right now? Now we're in the after party now of the Thanksgiving festivities. They chilling now. They probably buzzing right now. Couple L's going around. Old girl trying to call you, see if you're gonna come over and bring her a chitlin plate with 2 sides in a roll. Right? That's what's going on. Somebody gonna get pregnant
like when they get there.
Right. Somebody gonna get pregnant. Somebody gonna get burned with something they can't get rid of.
They already shooting in my backyard.
Right. Somebody gonna get killed. It happens every year.
Yep.
Happens every year. Somebody gonna get killed. Somebody gonna get beat up in a fight. Somebody uncle gonna get his tooth knocked out. Somebody gonna get in a car accident, drunk. All because you want to do what
But the Most High, he left the straight commandments. So, it's on us. Our people just don't want to listen. He gave us straight commandments in the scriptures.
Yeah. And it's clear. It's not we didn't know what you meant by that. I guess I looked at that kind of wrong. Right? Watch this right here. Grab that Deuteronomy 18:9 real quick. And then I want to bring this out for the king. He just put this up. Right? This right here is real, man. And this is how, see, like the brother said, the Most High gave us straight commandments, right? And this says, read this. Watch this. Go ahead, read this.
Deuteronomy chapter 18, verse 9.
Mm-hmm.
When thou art come into the land, thou shalt not learn to do after abominations of those nations.
When you come into that land, when you come into that promised land, them Canaanites done already set up. You already know what they had going on over there in Egypt. So don't bring that BS over here. I need you to keep and do what I'm telling you to do. But you know how what the nations did? They said, we know how to get you. All we got to do is one thing. Somebody grab that Judith. That good old Judith 5.
After you get finished, I got I want to grab that Acts 7:51, but I also got a precept to go behind with that one too.
All right, all praises. Let's grab this real quick, and this is real quick. Give me Judith chapter 5 and start at verse 17. No, matter of fact, nope. Start at verse 16, just to let me back off of this 18 and 9. Anybody get that? Mark
this is the book of Judith, chapter 5, starting at verse 17.
Start at 16.
Slaki, yeah. Verse 16, Judith chapter 5 and verse 16. And they cast forth before them the Canaanites,
Canaanite,
the Perizzites,
the
the
Perizzites,
Jebusites, and Sychamites, and all the Girgasites,
the
and they
Girgashites.
dwelt in that country many days.
Salakia, read that one more time, Ricard. Deuteronomy 18:9.
Deuteronomy 18:9. When thou art come into the land.
When you come into that land, go ahead.
Thou shalt not learn to do after abominations in that land.
Not do after abominations in that land of those nations. Who are we talking about? The Canaanites, the Perizzites, the Jebusites, the Shemites, and the Girgashites. And they dwelt in a country many days. Watch this. Grab that 17, yeah.
Verse 17. And whilst they sinned not before their God, they prospered.
What happened?
We prospered.
They prospered. Everything was all good. Right, go ahead.
Because the God that hateth iniquity was with them.
But I thought God only hate the sin, not the sinner. Read that part again.
Because the God that hateth iniquity was with them.
So the God that hateth iniquity, sin, evil works, rebellion against his law is with us. So go ahead.
That's right. Verse 18. But when they departed from the way which he appointed them, they were destroyed in many battles. But they were destroyed in many battles.
They were destroyed in many battles, very sore. Go ahead.
And were led captives into a land that was not theirs.
Go ahead.
And the temple of their God was cast to the ground, and their cities were taken by the enemies.
What happened to our cities?
Were taken by the enemies.
Didn't we say that they covered fields?
That's right. That's right.
The only reason why they're able to do that is we going off.
That's right. Yep.
All right, go ahead.
Yep. Verse 19. But now are they returned to their God, and are come up from the places where they were scattered.
Come on.
And have possessed Jerusalem, where their sanctuary is.
Come on.
And are seated in the hill country, for it was desolate.
Come on.
Now, therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error in this people, and they sin against their God,
Salakia, right there. You hear that? If there be any sin in this people, and they sin against their God. You see how they know that? They know that. These people have to sin against their God, not they're sinning against God that loves everybody. Right? Go ahead, watch this. What's going to happen?
Let us consider that this shall be their ruin.
Let us consider that this is how we are going to destroy them. Go ahead.
And let us go up, and we shall overcome them.
And let us get together. Let's get that crafty counsel. Let's send a scout team out. Let's plot on them. Let's see what they got. And that's how we're going to destroy them and give them a white image of Christ. And we got them. But keep going.
Verse 21. But if there be no iniquity in their nation, let my Lord now pass by, lest their Lord defend them, and their God be for them, and we become a reproach before all the world.
Y'all see that? But if there be no iniquity in their nation, let my Lord now pass by, lest their God, you see that? He knows it again. If we doing what the Most High tell us, he's for us. We going against him, he gonna destroy us. And they sin not against their God, he will defend us, man.
That's right.
He ain't defending us out here with that daggone, that double portion of booty juice. That's not happening.
Gone.
That ain't happening. And that's why
right.
we was bringing out the examples of everything that happens on these days, man. These so-called holidays, man. These folly days. The Most High ain't dealing with none of that, man. All right. And to Wesley Curry, no, we ain't got no time to talk about no damn Allah. Right? We went over that earlier. Wood and stone. The Most High said, grab that real quick. Let me cut this real quick.
Gone.
The Most High said, don't put no damn dumb stone in your land.
Gone.
So the hell
This is
with
the book
Allah.
of-
Bring this out.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 64.
Come on.
And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, from the one end of the earth even unto the other. And there thou shalt serve other gods.
Other what?
Other gods.
Allah is a what?
Another God.
He's another God. Go ahead.
Which neither thou nor thy fathers have known.
Hey, we don't know that dude.
That's right.
We don't know that guy, that God. We don't know him. We know Yahweh.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Even wood and stone.
Even what?
Wood.
Even wood and stone.
That damn cobblestone y'all running around kissing and bending down 7 times once a year.
Come.
That damn dumb stone. The hell with a damn Allah.
I said alley-oop. Watch this one. Watch this one. Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 28.
Come on.
And there ye shall serve the gods.
The
work of men's hands.
The work of who?
Men's hands.
No, Abraham prayed the stone to fall down out the sky for Ishmael.
Men's hands.
Go ahead.
Wood and stone.
What'd he say?
Wood and stone.
Hey, the Most High said wood and stone. Come on.
Which neither see.
These are what?
Neither see.
No, I got to walk around it 7 times.
Neither see.
Come on.
Nor hear.
Nor hear. No, I got to put my ear to it to see if it hears my prayers. Go ahead.
Nor eat.
Nor what?
Nor eat.
Meaning this a damn rock.
That's
Go ahead.
Nor smell.
Nor smell. Well, why they up there damn kissing it and throwing rocks and let me get my prayer scarf and let me get my Ramadan on after I go over here.
Bro, you being a little too extra with that, bro.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Let me get my Ramadan over, my ramen noodle on.
Chicken and beef.
That's right.
I got one to go with that.
Oh, go ahead, Ariel.
No, I had one to go with. Raquan was done. I had one to go behind his. Jeremiah 16. I think I'm trying to remember the scripture. Oh Lord, my fortress. Jeremiah 16, I believe, is around the 28th verse.
16. Come.
Oh Lord, my fortress.
Jeremiah chapter 16 and verse 19, and it reads, O Lord, my strength and my fortress and my refuge in the day of affliction. The Gentiles shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth and shall say, surely our fathers have inherited lies.
They're going to be saying this pretty soon. They're going to be doing this pretty soon. Right now, our people, they in that reprobate mind state. But pretty soon, they are going to be saying this. Now, a lot of them, they are starting to see it because so many brothers are waking up and going out on the street corners. So they are already starting to see this. Read.
Surely our fathers have inherited lies, vanity, and things wherein there is no profit.
And see, all this, there was no profit in none of this. Worshiping these idol gods. There was no profit in doing any of this stuff that our people been doing and what they've even done. They know they're going to get punished for doing all this to our people. They know it's coming. They're going to get that judgment for touching the apple of God's eyes. Read on.
Hey, Hey, look, let me touch something real quick. Uriel, you brought it out earlier. You brought out that Jeremiah 10, didn't you? I'm gonna show you something. Remember, we just read that the curses, right? One of the curses was gonna be that wood and stone, right? We know that wood symbolizes that tree, right? That Christmas tree. What they say in Jeremiah 10? They deck it with what?
Silver and gold.
Yep.
Give me Habakkuk. Watch this right here. I'm gonna show you how cold the Most High is, right?
Verse 18.
Give me Habakkuk 2 and start at verse 18. Habakkuk 2 and verse 18. Watch how the cold the Most High is, man.
I'm right there.
This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 18. What profited the graven image?
What profited the graven image? Go ahead.
That the maker thereof hath graven it. The molten image and a teacher of lies.
Hey, what the brother just bring out? What the elder just bring out? Your fathers have inherited what? Lies.
That's right.
Read it. Go ahead.
That the maker of his work trusted therein.
To do what?
To make dumb idols.
Allah. To what?
Make dumb idols.
Mary, mother of heaven. What?
Make dumb idols.
Bow down to the cross. What?
Make dumb idols.
Make dumb idols. Go ahead.
Verse 19.
Come on.
Woe unto him that saith to the wood, awake.
And what else?
To the dumb stone,
the what?
Arise.
To the what?
To the dumb stone, arise.
To the dumb stone? Oh no. Go ahead.
Arise, it shall teach.
Watch this.
Behold, it is laid over with gold and silver.
It is what?
Laid over with gold and silver.
What they lay that tree over with?
Gold and silver.
What they lay that cobblestone over with?
Gold and silver.
Come on.
And there is no breath at all in the midst of it.
But watch this.
Verse 20. But the Most High is in the holy temple. Let all the earth keep silence before him.
Shut your damn mouth. You don't know what you're talking about against this Bible, man. Talking about Allah.
You're stepping into the lines then, son. You might want to get up out of here.
Then lost your mind. We go to the scoffers. We don't care. We go to the scoffers because we know this book. Right? And that show you that's the understanding that our people have. I don't know who he is. But you come into another person's platform to be disrespectful, to talk about another God. And we're talking about the oppression of our people because you're trying to get them to do what your simple ass is talking about.
Bring it out.
Teach.
Y'all got the floor. I just want to tap all that down real quick. Y'all got it.
Give me that Jeremiah 51 and 17 real quick, Baba Shah. Jeremiah 51 and 17 and verse 18.
Yakina, you got it?
Yep. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 51 and verse 17.
Bring it out.
Read, every man is brutish by his knowledge.
You see that? All that wanting to do things your way, wanting to serve that pagan God. This goes right with what we're talking about. Because all these so-called holidays is stemming back to pagan worship. And here it is, a brother want to jump in the chat talking about Allah, another pagan deity that don't got nothing to do with our people, that's causing our people to go off. A brutish man. Every man is brutish by his knowledge. This ain't the Most High's knowledge. This is a man's knowledge. Read.
Every founder is confounded by the graven image.
And that's what it is. People are confounded by these foolish idols. Read.
For his molten image is falsehood.
Is nothing but lies. Like we done touched on 3-4 scriptures now. All these graven images, the cobblestone, the Christmas tree, that turkey ham, Semiramis, whatever it is that's in opposition to the Most High is falsehood. Read.
And there is no breath in them.
And there is no life in them. Period, point blank. Why you want to worship a dead thing, a lifeless thing? Read.
They are vanity.
They are vanity. They have no profit. They are vanity. Read.
the work of errors. In the time of their visitation, they shall perish.
They shall perish. The Most High ain't dealing with this. This is why judgment is coming upon our people. Like Peter said, judgment is happening first in the house of God. Why our people are getting our butt whipped so bad right now is because we want to do foolish stuff by following these other nations and their customs and their traditions. Give me that Colossians 2 and 8. We got to get that real quick. Give me that Colossians 2 and 8 real fast. Baba Kashah.
John, this is the book of Colossians, chapter 2, verse 18.
Verse 8.
Colossians chapter 2, verse 8. Beware lest any man spoil you through vain philosophy or
what's Allah?
Vain philosophy and vain deceit.
That's all it is. This Thanksgiving, Allah, Christianity, it's a philosophy and a vain deceit. Meaning what? It's deceiving the minds of our people. They're being bamboozled by this stuff. Read.
After the tradition of men.
Because that's all it is. It's just a tradition of men. That all these different nations of people creating these philosophies, traditions. That's all it is. It's a tradition of man, not of God. Read.
After the rudiments of this world.
And
not after Hamashiach. Yahawashi.
You see that? And that's that. Hey, if it ain't after him, it's the wrong way because he's the only way. He said he is the way, the truth, and the life. So you want to follow these custom traditions, vain deceits, these philosophies, these rudiments that are destroying the minds of our people, it's going to lead you to death. And that's why our people are dying every single day, is because they ain't following the way, the truth, and the life. And then that goes with this pagan custom day that the people are observing right now. Thanksgiving. You got something, Rakah?
Let me back off you what you just said.
Come on.
Isaiah chapter 30, verse 8, 9. I'm gonna start at verse 8. It says, now go, write it before them in a table and note it in a book, that it may be for the time to come forever and ever. Verse 9, that this is a rebellious people. Lying children that will not hear the law of the Most High. Verse 10, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things.
Speak unto us what?
Hold on, I want to go one more. Verse 11, get ye out of the way, turn aside out of the path, cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us, which goes into the precept of Acts chapter 7, verse 51. Shout out to Malik. Acts chapter 7, verse 51 says, ye stiff-necked and uncircumcised in heart and ears, ye do always resist the Holy Ghost, as your fathers did, so do ye. I just gotta leave it right there.
And that's your
leave it right there. Anybody, you can take hold of it, but I'm gonna leave it right there because I mean that backed up everything that you said, that backed up everything Yazah said, that backed up everything that Ariel said, and that backs up basically what the whole subject matter about what we're talking about. So if you're scoffing, talking about Allah, you're gonna get your little feelings hurt. This is for the edification of our people. Stay off this channel. You just gonna provide a depth. You just walking the green mile, getting right with Jesus, as they say. You know, so just stop walking that green mile because you're gonna get tore up in this line. Then I'm telling you.
Green mile. John Coffey.
John Coffey.
John Coffey.
Hey, and this is exactly why we suffering as a people. This is why we ain't prospering. This is why we can't just get it right. We can't get right as a people. Why? Because we want to keep worshiping these pagan deities, these foreign customs, and hold hands with our oppressor, and it's leading us astray. Okay.
Mhm.
Let me get Isaiah 5 and 13, Bob Shaw, real quick.
I'm gonna let me back off of you right there whenever you good.
All praises, all praises. Isaiah 5 and verse 13.
God, this is the book of Isaiah. You got it, Yakinen.
Yeah, but you can go ahead. I'll get the next
you
precept.
Get this one. You get you some. Get you some of it.
I got a precept coming up actually to follow up with Elder. So yeah.
Okay. This is the book of Isaiah chapter 5, verse 13, right?
Con.
Therefore, my people are gone into captivity because they have no knowledge.
And that knowledge is the law, statutes, and commandments. Why are we in captivity to this very day? Why are we subject to the foods that these oppressors are feeding us? Why are we suffering under the schooling systems that they're forcing on us? Why do we have to pledge allegiance to this country that does nothing but rape, rob, and murder our people? Because we have no knowledge. We got to come back to the laws of the Most High God. Read.
And their honorable men are famished.
Mm-hmm.
And their multitude dried up with thirst.
Meaning what? They lacking that word, that knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. It all goes back to the laws of the Most High God. We got to get back into this word so we won't be famished or thirsty. If we want to be hydrated, if we want to be fed, we got to come back to this word. Not being fed with them ham sandwiches and them rolls and that sweet potato pie at the table. No, we need to get in this word. That's the food that we need to be eating right now. You got it, Yazar.
That's right.
Ooh, that next verse is good too to add on to it too.
God.
What you had? You want to add something to that, brother?
Yeah. Oh, Slaki.
Go ahead, Yakin. You got it.
You got it.
I just wrap up that one precept that my elder brought out, out of here in Jeremiah 16, getting into verse or it's like Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 20 and 21, and it reads, "Shall a man make gods unto himself, and they are no gods?" So here it is, the Most High is letting it be known that like what you're doing is once again that vain thing. You know what I mean? Like, shall a man make a god, and he is no God? You know what I mean? Verse 21. Therefore, behold, I will this once cause them to know. I will cause them to know mine hand and my might, and they shall know that my name is the Lord. Lord is letting me know right there. You know what I'm saying? He gonna let you see that might. You know what I mean? He gonna let you know that he is the Lord. You know what I mean? When it's all said and done. So y'all can hearken unto all these different gods. Hey, so be it. But as for us Israelites, we're gonna hearken unto the one and true and only Most High God, Yahweh. So
yeah, that's him flexing his muscle right there. That's the Most High flexing his muscle.
That's it. So
yeah, that's where I thought you was going to end up when I was telling you to read. Go on
right. Yeah. We had got to precepting and so I just had to finish it up.
I want to touch on something real quick though. Going back to your enemies, man. Going back to the oppression of our people. Give me Exodus 23 and 8. It's always been this way, man. It's nothing new under the sun. We have to really get out of that on. I call it that ancient Egypt syndrome.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Knowing what you're supposed to do, seeing the miracles of the Most High, but still keep doing the same thing contrary. All right. Give me Exodus 23 and start at verse 7. Watch this.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 23, starting at verse 7.
Right.
Keep thee far from a false matter.
Hey, a false matter is also going into these false gods, false seasons, false times. The brother just said, Ricard was just bringing it out to that those things are vain. They're lies. They are worthless. Right? Go ahead.
And the innocent and righteous slay thou not.
Come on.
For I will not justify the wicked.
What the Most High say?
I will not justify the wicked.
And if the Most High will not justify the wicked, the men on these streets are not justifying the wicked, why is our people continuing to justify the wicked when the Most High said, don't do that?
Wake them up.
Come on.
Most High said, don't justify the wicked because he ain't going to do it. Ain't you supposed to do what he do?
Didn't Solomon say that too?
That's
He
right.
that justified the wicked and condemned the just. The both of them are an abomination.
Right. And the Most High hate that thing. He hates that thing. Watch this. Go ahead.
Verse 8. And thou shalt take no gift.
No, we bought y'all a Christmas ham.
Thou shalt take no gift.
No, we bought you that red bucket of chitlins. You just got to clean them.
Thou shalt take no gift.
Thou shalt take no gift. Come on.
For the gift blindeth the wise.
That gift, that non-understanding that they have and bringing that to you, is softening you up to the truth, man. It makes you vulnerable and gullible. Don't do that. The Most High is telling us don't do that. Right? Go ahead.
And pervert the words of the righteous.
And do what?
Pervert the words of the righteous.
And pervert the words of the righteous, man. But watch this, though. Go ahead.
Verse 9. Also, thou shalt not oppress a stranger.
Now, this goes out for all the Christian white folk. Read it again.
Verse 9. Also, thou shalt not oppress a stranger.
So when they came over here, I know they read that, didn't they? They read that, didn't they? And they called themselves the people of the book. Thou shalt not oppress a stranger. Go ahead.
Thou shalt not. For ye know the heart of the stranger.
You know the heart of a stranger if you was really in that position before. All right, go ahead.
Seeing ye were strangers in the land of Egypt.
And that's how you know they're not the real people. That's why they have this holiday going today. Had they known that they was the people and read that, guess what? We wouldn't be celebrating this so-called holiday. That goes back to the hypocrisy within Christianity.
Yeah.
Christianity is a terror. I keep saying this. It is a terrorist organization, ThreatCon level 5. That is Christianity. And you could go throughout history and see that and prove me wrong.
Yeah.
Prove me wrong. You're cutting people in half, burning women alive. If you don't burn them alive, you drown them in the river and say, well, if she drowned, she wasn't a witch. All right? Rape, rob, murder, then put out maximum charges for what? Rape, rob, and murder.
Sounds like a cartel to me.
Right. And you seize the power in the same method that you now make laws on. That's the hypocrisy. And it
Bring that out.
All them Christian folk. It was all them Christian folk. And you got to pay for that thing, man. You got to pay for that thing. You're not getting around that, right? But our people are quick to take a gift and let that destroy the rational and critical thinking that the Most High told us to be and deal in. You know? I just wanted to bring that out. Y'all got the floor.
I got a little article that they article from Cape Cod Times out there in Massachusetts that they just put out a couple of days ago. I don't know if y'all familiar with this this broadcast or this news station that they be projecting all this information with. But it's Cape Cod Times. It was released November 23rd, 2021, and it's talking about the tradition of Thanksgiving, the origins, a little bit of it. So it says, the traditional story of Thanksgiving, and by extension, the Pilgrims, the one repeated in school history books and given the Peanuts treatment, a Charlie Brown Thanksgiving, doesn't start in 1620 with the cold and seasick Pilgrims stepping off the Mayflower onto Plymouth Rock. It doesn't start a year later with the Pilgrims and the natives, Wampanoag, all sitting together to break bread and celebrating their first successful harvest in a long, harmonious relationship to come. So it's saying that didn't happen like they saying it happened, okay? It goes on to say, it doesn't start there because those things never happened. Despite being immortalized in American mythos for generations, the Pilgrims spent only a few weeks of 1620 in the Wampanoag village of Patuxent, which they would rename Plymouth, now Plymouth. And they certainly didn't step off onto Plymouth Rock as for the 1621 feast. The supposed genesis of today's Thanksgiving tradition, there was a small feast, but the Wampanoag were not invited. They showed up later. Their role in helping the pilgrims survive by sharing resources and wisdom went unacknowledged that day, according to the accounts of the toast given by the pilgrim leaders. So basically it's saying right here, it's saying that things that our Native American so-called brothers and sisters, the decency that they showed to them, they didn't acknowledge that as they should have. It goes on to read, it says, the first National Thanksgiving Day did not invoke the pilgrims at all. In 1863, President Abraham Lincoln declared a Thanksgiving Day on the first Thursday of November, looking to reconcile a country in the throes of the Civil War. So the first established Thanksgiving Day, it wasn't in honor of our brothers and sisters. It was to keep the South and the North at peace that Abraham Lincoln was trying to declare. He wanted to set at ease the Confederacy and the Yankees, so to speak. This is what it's saying. It says, on a parallel track, the story of the Pilgrim forefathers coming to the New World and founding America for religious freedom gained steam as New England Protestants wielded the myth to gain the top spot in the country's cultural hierarchy above Catholics and immigrants, according to historian David Silverman in his book, The Land is Not Theirs, or Salakia, The Land is Their Land, The Wampanoag Indians, Plymouth Colony, The Troubled History of Thanksgiving. And it concludes with, as Americans look for an origin story that wasn't soaked in the blood of Native Americans, or built on the backs of slavery, the humble bloodiness story of the 102 pilgrims forging a path in the New World in search of religious freedom was just what they needed, according to Silverman. Regardless of whether it was rooted in historical fact, it became accepted as such. So I know that was a lot of reading, but essentially it's saying it was all built on lies, because essentially it was all rape, rob, and murder that happened to our brothers and sisters. So the truth is starting to come out. You know, it's not all cut out to be in these history books in these schools. They saying that the pilgrims and the Native American tribes, they all got together and they was just kicking it, having a good old time. No, they was slaughtering our brothers and sisters, and they was forcing religion on our people. And if our people didn't get down with it, they was getting murdered. That's the history of Thanksgiving. Y'all got it.
That's right. That's right. All praises. And I got a quick precept just to land me back off what you were talking about, because all those lies are really coming from the tongues of our enemies as a nation. So this is out of the book of Nahum, chapter 1 and verse 2, and it says, God is jealous, and the Lord revengeth. The Lord revengeth and is furious. The Lord will take vengeance on his adversaries, and he reserveth wrath for his enemies. So here's Nahum letting it be known that, for all those people that these lies are coming from, for all these people that these murders are being committed through, the Lord's going to take vengeance on them, rest assured. You know what I mean? So it's up to us to just be aware of this history so we can understand, who is going to be relegated to, you know what I mean? Because the Lord ain't forgot, and he is not going to acquit the wicked. Matter of fact, that's actually to the next verse, verse 3, Nahum chapter 1 and verse 3. The Lord is slow to anger. So just because the Lord hasn't addressed these nations per se in totality as of today, doesn't mean that he's not going to deal with them. You know what I mean? The Lord is slow to anger and great in power. He's mighty in power, just like he said, right? And will not at all acquit the wicked. So they got their day coming. You know what I mean? Live it up for right now. But while the nation of Israel is getting edified and built up in the spirit, the Lord is going to get ready to utilize us as that sword. Just like he utilized y'all as a sword against us, the table's going to be turning.
That's right.
And that's all I got on that.
Come on. You want to bring out something?
But I got something Reading, I got something to bring out. Even though, we know they're going to get a judgment. I got a couple scriptures, if it's all right, to bring out. Malachi 2, verse 7 through 9, or 7 through 10. Malachi 2, 7 through 10.
This is the book of Malachi, chapter 2, verses 7 through 10.
Because Lazar was talking about how these churches, he was getting into the churches earlier too. So I wanted to just bring this out. Go ahead, Yakanan.
Malachi chapter 2, 7 through 10, and it reads, "For the priest's lips should keep knowledge, and they should seek the law at his mouth."
See, they were supposed to be teaching us the law, statutes, and commandments all along. I mean, all these pastors, they should have been teaching us this from day one. Read on.
"For he is the messenger of the Lord of hosts."
See, a lot of pastors, they know this truth too, but they done sold themselves for naught, and they're gonna be redeemed with no money if they repent. They done sold out for that. They're getting that 501c3 tax exemption and doing all these things, so they keeping a lot of our people asleep because they know about this truth too. Read on.
Verse 8, "But ye are departed out of the way. Ye have caused many to stumble at the law."
See, they're responsible. A lot of these pastors are responsible for our people's condition right now. Read on.
"Ye have corrupted the covenant of Levi, saith the Lord of hosts. Therefore have I also made you contemptible and base before all the people."
This is why our people are in this lower state as a nation. This is why our people are in this position now, because our people don't want to keep the laws. Read.
"According as ye have not kept my ways, but have been partial in the law."
See, they say, well, we're under grace. We don't have to do that. We'll just do this, but we ain't doing that. See, they're responsible for a lot of this. We know Esau gonna get their judgment. We know that's a given. They getting it. But a lot of our people, they gonna get it too. That 2/3 club, they gonna get it too.
That's right.
John.
That's it. You got it.
Verse 10, "Have we not all one Father? Have not one God created us? Why do we deal treacherously every man against his brother by profaning the covenant of our fathers?"
And that's going back to that covenant that he made with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. How we were supposed to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments from the foundation of the world. And they refused to do it. They refused to hearken. And they pulling back the shoulders, like Zechariah said. They don't want to do this. And this is why we in this base condition as a nation. This is why we in this. Is that it, Yakanan?
Yep.
You got it. That's it. You got it.
Wait. Let me back a precept right off of that. Let me get Nehemiah 13 and 29. Nehemiah 13:29, talking about the priests, because he said they forsake the Levites. They go against that priesthood. Our people. The main thing is our people just hate order, man. They hate order. They hate discipline. They hate having something that holds them accountable. That's why so many of our people, they say they love the Most High, but they don't have a knowledge of it. They have a zeal, but is no knowledge.
Not according to knowledge.
Right. What are they supposed to do with that zeal? Right? Watch this right here. Give me this about the priest.
This is the book of Nehemiah, chapter 13, verse 29.
Mm-hmm.
Remember them, oh my God, because they have defiled the priesthood.
They did what?
Defiled the priesthood.
They defiled the priesthood. Go ahead.
And the covenant of the priesthood.
Mm-hmm.
And of the Levites.
Go ahead.
Verse 30.
Watch this.
Thus cleansed I them from all strangers.
So the Most High put them in that position of authority. and cleanse them. Go ahead.
Con.
And appointed the wards of the priests and the Levites, everyone in his business.
It's about that business that you got with the Most High, man.
Con.
Your priest supposed to be able to come to any one of these brothers and ask your question.
That's right. That's right.
I don't even, brothers call me elder sometimes, all kinds of stuff. Look, I'm just brother Yahweh.
All praises. All praises.
And you should be able to come to me and say, hey, brother, what's going on with this? Hey, man, I'm thinking about this. You know, what's going on with that? I had a brother, I was reaching out to my brother, Mahar, reaching out to him, whole nother situation. This was right before we jumped on the chat a couple hours ago. Had to reach out to my brother. I didn't even know it, but the most I put on my spirit, I was like, man, let me just call him and just check on the brother. And this brother was upset. You know, I ain't gonna get into the details, but the brother was upset. And he was like, yo, what do you think I should do in this situation? All right, this is what I would do. I'll run it this way. I kind of would do it like this, yada, 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 boom, boom. And just think about it. Go get you a milkshake and a hamburger and relax. It's going to be okay. You see that? And that is what you should. And that was just some small knowledge. What about those who don't know? This brother, no, he in the truth. He been in the truth longer than me, and he still came to me for wise counsel. Right?
Yeah.
But when you in this, that pastor supposed to tell you, no, you're not supposed to celebrate pagan holidays. You're not supposed to be in the midst of, they got a damn Easter egg hunt at the church.
Hey, and that's fitting for this too, because these churches is part of the main ones that's promoting it right now.
Yep.
Yeah. That's the whole point. Is like the church has failed our people. Failed our people, man. Has done nothing. Guess what? The civil rights movement, and we just jumping on, we chopping it up now. But look at what the civil rights movement did. Where did that start at? What was the epicenter? Where was the meetings held at? In that black Christian church, that Pentecostal. And would you say, Elder, that Pentecostal holiness?
Yeah, and the Baptist church was in on it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That AME Zion, that Episcopal.
Yeah.
All that. It started, all our issues and everything happened in the church. So the church has a tie to our society and our heritage and how we live. You know that? So if they telling us that the holidays is cool, they telling you to celebrate Christmas, God loves everybody. But when I showed you the history of how they enslaved you and made you bow down to a white Jesus, they won't tell you that. Because you can't seek the law. You cannot seek the law at their mouth.
Right. I got precept on that, Ark.
All right, you got it.
Let me get that Isaiah 56. Start at verse 10. Isaiah 56 and verse 10.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 56 and verse 10. His watchmen are blind.
They're what?
They are blind.
You see that? Yahawashi said that too. They blind leading the blind. They just leading our people into that ditch every time. Read.
They are all ignorant. They are all dumb dogs. They cannot bark.
They're not warning the people.
That's
See, dogs are supposed to bark. Okay, when they see danger, they bark. But these pastors in these churches, they're not warning the people of the judgment that's going to come upon our people for disobeying the Most High. They need to be barking. They need to be watchmen. They're supposed to be sounding the trumpet to tell the people what is this or that. But they ain't doing that. They're all dumb dogs that cannot bark. Read.
They are all dumb dogs. They cannot bark. Sleeping, lying down, loving to slumber.
Speed it up a little bit, King. Keep going.
Let me see here. Verse 11. Yea, they are greedy dogs which can never have enough.
They putting that collection plate out there every Sunday. Every Sunday. Hey, brother. Hey, sister, just sow a seed and watch how the Lord just bless you. Watch how the Lord just bless you. They can never have enough. The whole congregation probably on Section 8, you know, living paycheck to paycheck. But like Yazah said earlier, but the pastor driving that Benz, he rolling off to that mansion. But the congregation talking about the building fund, but I ain't got no new paint, no new doorknob, no new air conditioning in there. They can't have enough. This is what the Lord is telling us. Read.
And they are shepherds that cannot understand.
Uh-huh.
They all look to their own way, every one for his gain from his quarter.
And that's all they do. They're selfish. They're looking out for themselves. You know, they're supposed to be barking and looking out for the people, being watchmen, telling them what's coming, what thus saith the Lord, watching the prophecies, you know, searching the scriptures, telling our people what they need to know. Not all this nonsense that the world is projecting and promoting, but we need to tell our people the truth of the scriptures, because as a result, by telling our people it's okay to eat that Thanksgiving turkey, look at what has happened to our people as a result of it. I just want to read this little article real quick. It's a little small one. It's actually from American Holocaust. Y'all heard of that book, American Holocaust?
Gone.
But I forget his last name is Stannard. But I actually got that book on the way, matter of fact. But it talks about the total number of how many of our brothers and sisters that got killed, the Native Americans. It said genocide and denying it. Why are we not taught that the natives of the United States and Canada were exterminated? Death toll 95 million to 114 million. Native Americans, so-called, died at the hand of our oppressor just in this country. Now, that's not going into Pizarro and Alvarado and them down there in Central America and South America, all the atrocities that happened to Asher and Naphtali and Zebulon, all them brothers down there when they were conquering the Aztecans and the Mayans, and so on and so forth. This is talking about Gad right here. This is talking about the North American Indians, so-called. It says 95 million to 114 million. And watch this. Look at this quote that Hitler said. This is recorded in his book, American Holocaust. It says, Hitler's concept of concentration camps as well as the practicality of genocide owed much, so he claimed, to his studies of English in the United States history, and admired the camps for Boer prisoners in South Africa and for the Indians in the Wild West, and often praised to his inner circle the efficiencies of America's extermination by starvation and uneven combat of the red savages, Slovakia, of the red savages who cannot be tamed by captivity. So Hitler, you know, we know the Holocaust over there, you know, that's a little exaggerated, but it did happen, but it was exaggerated. We know that. But this is the same race of people, the same Esau, the same Edomites slaughtering our people, no matter where we are in the world, slaughtering us. 95 million to 114 million. Keep that in mind, Yasharala. And that's because our brothers and sisters, they don't want to wake up and keep the laws of God. These are the consequences for walking away from the Most High God. Y'all got it.
Con. We got a few more scriptures, man, and we're gonna be bringing the class down. We got ready. We got another class tomorrow. Same time tomorrow. We're gonna jump into that, bringing the Sabbath class, man. Let me let the King Yak back in the building.
Salakia, my phone rang and then I lost my volume.
Nah, you good, Ak? You good.
Con.
Let's see here. Let's get Galatians 4:16. Got this real quick. I always say this too, man. We got to understand something. When you go against the Most High, you become an enemy of the Most High.
Con.
It's literally that simple. When you go against the Most High's will, you're out of order. You're doing everything you want to do. What make you feel good? You want to celebrate the pagan world? That's fine. That's fine, and that's your choice. But just know what comes with that decision, man. Just know what comes with that decision. Judgment that you can't control, you don't know when, and you damn sure don't know how it's coming. But you gonna know why. You gonna know why. You just ain't gonna know how or when it's coming. Right? Let me get Galatians 4 and start at verse 16. Yeah, start at verse 16. And this is what our people have to understand about us. When we do these things, when we out teaching, when we do these classes, man, and we're giving you all these scriptures, you need to be writing them down. You need to be linking them up, precepting them, getting the understanding on it. Brothers brought out some great scriptures tonight, man. And we got into some history, got into some archaeology, but don't get offended by your brothers because we're trying to tell you the truth, man.
God.
Don't get offended. Don't say we just hating on people because yada 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 yada. No, we're telling you the truth. And the God that you say you claim to serve, he's the God of truth.
Con.
That's right.
Let me get this Galatians chapter 4 and start at verse 16.
God. This is the book of Galatians, chapter 4, starting at verse 16.
Right.
Am I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth?
Read it again.
Am I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth?
So now you ready to fight me, kill me, shoot me, run up against me, slander me, all for telling you the truth. Because in the old world, you could have got lied to and said everything is all good. Save me a plate. Right? Save me a plate. Bring me one of them to-go plates, right? But because I tell you that it's bad for you, God hates it. He don't want you doing that. You need to repent. Now I'm your enemy because I tell you the truth. See that? And we don't give a damn about Thanksgiving, man. Let's establish that.
That's
so y'all
right.
know. I've been putting up about chitlins and booty noodles and all stuff on every platform I got. You gonna know these Israelite, we ain't about that, man, because the Most High ain't about that business. He ain't about that kind of life. He about his people repenting and coming out of that lifestyle, man. Right? Go ahead.
Come, verse 17.
Mm-hmm.
They zealously affect you, but not well.
It's not good. They affecting you, but what is it doing for you? Right? When the men of the Lord is teaching you, you mad at us because we teaching you the truth. But if we was telling you lies, giving you them smooth words, man, you'll be, man, don't let us be at camp, have some music playing in a damn barbecue platter. But we have so many people standing in front of camp. But because we tell you the truth, we your enemies, and you don't like them niggas over there because they take the Bible too serious. They was talking bad about Thanksgiving, and my mama told me Santa Claus was coming down the chimney. That's the mentality of our people, though, man. Right? Go ahead.
Yea, they would exclude you that you might affect them.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Verse 18.
Watch
but
this.
It is good to be zealously affected always in a good thing.
And what?
And not only when I am present with you.
And then see that? He said it's always good to be zealous in a good thing. These pagan holidays are not a good thing. Don't be zealous to go out there and eat abominations and stuff that's going to make you sick. Get you out of the spirit, defiling your temple with the unclean things. That's against the Most High. Right? And he said, not only when I'm present with you. That's attacking your integrity. Don't be talking to these brothers right here, and then in the backdrop, you know you about to go try to grab that fried pork chop sandwich that your mama dropped off to you. So I'm saying, be on point and be open and real about what you're doing. Right? Let the Most High work with you, man. That's all he wants for his people, man. Right? So that was all I had, man. That was all I had on the class. Y'all brothers got any more precepts before we can wrap it up?
I got one more that would go behind yours, Yazoo.
Hey, you got it. You got the floor, King.
Hebrews 13, verse 7 through 9.
Hebrews chapter 13, verses 7 through 9, and it reads, remember them which have the rule over you, who have spoken unto you the words of God, whose faith.
So, Shalakia. So the people that's looking at you like that, Yaza and Raquan, they looking at all of us. Every time we go out there on the street corners, they looking at us and they flipping us off. They doing all these things. You know, they blowing their horn, they rolling up the windows, they doing a lot of stuff. But look what the Lord saying this. Read on.
Whose faith follow, considering the end of their conversation.
Because see, we're gonna get a reward. We're gonna get a reward for doing this. Read on.
Yahawashi Hamashiach, the same yesterday and today and forever.
See, he didn't change. Just our people, they changed. They the ones turned their back. He didn't change. He's still the same. Read on.
Be not carried about with diverse and strange doctrines. For it is a good thing that the heart be established with grace.
But see, that heart is the mind. See, we have to let this mind be in us, which was also in Christ and Mashiach. We got to keep this mind. Read.
Not with meats which have not profited them that have been occupied therein.
Because this is the real meat. That's why Yahawashi said, this is the real meat. This is the truth. The way he said to do it. We can't be tossed with every wind and doctrine that they're trying to throw at us. We got to stick to the script.
That's right.
That's all I got. You got it.
Man. All praises, all praises. Y'all brothers good? Y'all got anything else?
I got one more I want to bring out, King.
Right.
Let me give 1 Corinthians 10, 20 and 21. 1 Corinthians 10, 20 and 21, because, you know, you got a lot of brothers out there that they're calling evil good and good evil. They mixing the two. They saying there ain't nothing wrong with these pagan customs, you know, praising the Lord, grabbing hands with one another, saying what they thankful for to the Most High at these feasts. The Lord ain't dealing with that. Give me 1 Corinthians 10, 20 and 21.
Con, this is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 10, starting at verse 20.
Con.
But I say that the things which the Gentiles sacrifice, they sacrifice to devils.
You see that? That's plain. That all that stuff is going on to the left hand side. It ain't the Most High is not. He's not dealing with that. He's not in these feasts. Read.
They sacrifice to devils and not to God. And I would not that ye should have fellowship with devils.
You see that? Because light has no fellowship with darkness. So next time you want to go to Aunt Linda's house when she got that potato salad out there, just understand what the Most High is saying. He's saying that's you fellowshipping with devils. And he said, don't do that. Leave it alone. Read.
Con, verse 21. Ye cannot drink the cup of the Most High and the cup of devils.
You see that? Because they don't mix. They're contrary one to another. You can't be at that Thanksgiving feast, that Christmas dinner, okay, chasing them Easter eggs, celebrating your birthday, and thinking that you serving the Most High. That's not the case. They're contrary one to another. Read.
Ye cannot be partakers of the Most High table and of the table of devils.
There it is. Simple as that. That's what the Most High is telling us. He says, separate yourself. Get away from these events and understand and recognize the genocide of your people that these pagan days have caused on your brothers and sisters. Don't ever forget that when you want to eat that cranberry sauce, when you want to eat that green bean casserole, while your brothers and sisters was dying for this day to be promoted. So yeah, with that, y'all got it.
All praises, all praises, all praises, man. So
all praises.
This right here, man, was a beautiful rebuke of this so-called pagan holiday known as Thanksgiving, Thanksgiving, the murder of the native Indians, the so-called Hispanics and northern tribes of the nation of Israel. And Esau, you got to pay for that, man. It's not gonna be a fun time. It ain't what they say. Ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun.
Come on.
It's gonna be no fun then in that day. So you're gonna have to pay for what you did to the apple, to the children of the Most High. The apple of his eye. That's us, man. Right? And you continue to, you know how to do it. You know how to set things up, the crafty counsel, the plotting. We went over the history and archaeology, got into some articles and some good books. And if you celebrated it this year, repent for it. Maybe this class can see, maybe you'll be able to see this, and then next year you won't keep it. You'll start learning about your high holy days and feasts. Because we got Hanukkah coming up. Feast dedicated. We about to eat good. And righteous, about to light the menorah. Give me some wine. Hey, we're gonna do it okay.
Chill with my brethren.
Right. Be with the brethren. Hey, we're gonna do it according to the will of the Heavenly Father, man. And not unto men, to lift him up. Because we ready to get up out of here. Right? So let me give some shout outs, man, to the brothers, man. We had a good little bit of people come in and out the chat, man. My brother Manataza Banaparium, Shalom King, Yahawashi Shema Mashiach Yahawashi. My brother Richard Moranis, as always, coming in the building, supporting the ministry. All praises to the Most High, Yahawashi Shema Mashiach.
All praises.
Baraka Thumb. Malik, the ambassador, man, good precepts. We appreciate you coming in, joining the chat, man. All praises to the Most High, Yahawashi Shema Yahawashi Baraka. Let me see here. We got Judah Yasha'Allah, all praises to the Most High, Yahawashi Shema Mashiach Yahawashi Baraka. We got Shatar Kadar, my Benjamite brother down there in Florida, holding it down. All praises to the Most High.
All praises.
Yahoo, Moshe, Yehuda, all praises to the Most High. The water for coming in, you in the rib, man. We appreciate y'all. Shout out to the 12 Gates Israelites for coming in with another beautiful class, man. Shout out to you brothers, man, for always doing the work. Right? Shout out to the brothers at the Awakened Israelites and Yahawashi also, man. Elder, was awesome having you in, man. Honored to have you come in and give us some knowledge.
All praises.
Wisdom, man.
All praises. It was an honor to be on with you, brothers. It was this was beautiful. This was an honor just to be on with you.
All praises.
And just to let you know, we all together. We started as Awakened, but we still together as 12 Gates. But we still got that channel up, Awakened Israelites. It's still up.
And we got
we all together.
So listen, if y'all in the chat, man, y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to the Awakened Israelites and Yahawashi's channel as well. You should. I done told you to go to the 12 Gates Israelites already, so that shouldn't even be a question at this point. But make sure y'all go check out the Awakened Israelites and some other teachings and some of the other teachings that the elder and other brothers, you know, when they be at other locations and everything like that. So y'all should be checking them out. All right, all praises. So the water for you brothers coming in, man. All praises to the Most High. All right. So as always, if you want to get in contact with us, hit the Congregation of the Mighty email, Congregation of the Mighty 821 at gmail.com. I will get back to you. I've been kind of busy, but if I don't get back to you as soon as I can, just know I'm working on it. I'm trying to get back to you. We got beard oils, garments, all that kind of stuff. Y'all know that already. You can hit
Yaga?
Yeah,
I did. I emailed you about that beard oil. Did you get it?
Hey, look, you looking kind of hiding over there, though. You looking kind of good over there.
Yeah, but I like to, make it. If I could make it look better, and I wanted to get a couple bottles.
I got you, King. Hey, all praise. We'll chop it up. I'll give you a call. We'll chop it up.
All right.
All right. We got the diadems, aprons. Some of the aprons, like you've seen, some of the Native Indians wear. We put them behind here, garments, all that kind of stuff. But make sure at the end of the day you're liking the videos, man. Making sure that you're sharing them, getting the information out there, making sure that you stay subscribed, getting the notifications and all that kind of stuff so we can continue to push this message, man. So with that, as always, we're going to say Kwam Yashala to the nation of Israel.
Kwam Yashala.
I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Hamashiach, Yahawashi, and with that, we'll say Shalom and Kwam Yashala.
Shalom.
Shalom. Kwam Yashala.
Kwam Yashala.